you turn your phone or move it anywhere outside of landscape, it'll do that because it won't
Okay.
lock it. I'm finna get you right though.
All right, man. I'm gonna let the master man handle it.
The people folk can hear us now too, so I unless I kill the audio from us talking, but I mean it don't make it's no difference or no big deal because they're gonna hear us the whole show anyway. All right. So I got everything set up. Let me turn my.
Are you broadcasting the show yet?
Yes, we are officially live. Okay.
So you know what? Is your wife by you?
She is in the other room making dinner.
Okay.
So,
I was gonna say, man, send me a link, man, because I can read the comments on another screen.
Okay.
Just like send it. Just put the link in the Facebook chat, right? So I can go in there and just watch it through Facebook from another tab, so I can read the comments or whatever.
Okay, I'm finna kill this delay. Yo, Mr. Pygmy, Jay Strong, what's good with y'all? I see you.
What's up, fellas? Salute.
What's going on, fellas?
There we go. All right. Y'all will hear that every time somebody follow, like, share the screen, or anything of that nature. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to the host screen first and get everybody introduced, and then I'll bring y'all in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, welcome. While I'm scrolling through all these 20 million beats that I got to put in the background, because I just enjoy doing that. It's boring when it ain't nothing else going on. Bam, there you go. All right. So, as y'all know, I've been excited all this week. We had a really, really good review show last week. Especially with A-Dubs, and especially when my mentor, who I talk about quite often, entered the room, and we kind of played another song back over, and y'all got to see a taste of what I meant when I said I literally had to quit doing music for a while until I started working. So I wanted to. We had the idea, thanks to my wife, for bringing both A-Dubs and Rico Gibson onto a review show. Now, this particular review show gonna be a little different, just because it's gonna be a lot more insightful. So, if you are one of those artists who don't know a whole lot about mixing, mastering, engineering, all of the above, this is gonna be the show for you. Also, because then you'll be able to have notes to take back to your engineer when you go back and listen to stuff while we picking it apart and say, okay, look, this ain't working for me, blah blah. All right, so that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and bring them on to the platform. If you all would, please hold on, wait 1 second. Y'all always clowning me about hearing me typing, but it's okay. All right, if you would, please join me in a round of applause and welcome A-Dubs and Rico Gibson. Bring in the applause.
All right, good to be here, man. We can get some music, man.
All right, killer noise. All right. So, yeah, Jay Strong. All right, fellas, if y'all would do just a couple of introductions, A-Dub, if you want to start out, Anki right after that.
All right.
What's up, man? My name is A-Dubs. How y'all people doing? Thank y'all for coming into the show. Originally from Stamford, Connecticut, all right, which is about 20 minutes from the Bronx, 25 from Manhattan, 30 from Manhattan, Harlem, Brooklyn, right there on the southern New England, all right, south side of Connecticut, and started music a long time ago. And I'm just here to give y'all my honest opinion and my reviews, man. Thank y'all for coming in. God bless. Keep God in your life. And I'm here to do it, man. Let's go.
All right.
And I'm Rico Gibson, man. Originally from Macon, Georgia. right out about an hour, man, outside of Atlanta, and been doing music since I was 4. I play all brass instruments, drums and piano, of course. I read and write music, score music. I've had placement with G Unit, Def Jam, Coast, uh, Honda, Toyota, HBO, Showtime, and a whole lot of independent films. And I'm still working, man. My goal is to try to do it. I want 77,000 works recorded, man, before I die, man. So,
Amen.
still a work in progress, man. So I'm still working too, man, along with these 2 brothers, man. So we still grinding, bro. We don't never stop, don't never sleep. So, we're looking forward to having a great show for you guys.
That's what's up. And of course, y'all already know who I am, so I don't even have to say nothing. But I guess for all of the new people, I appreciate y'all joining and subscribing, all of the above. If this is y'all's first review show or first time ever hearing or being on this show, welcome officially for the first time. And guys, look, this is how we do it. We play the music. You submit your music. We play it. We'll critique it, but we just people, okay? So don't take it personal. We're not here to tear you down or make you want to quit doing music and all that kind of stuff. But it's all about kingdom building. Because if somebody don't tell you the truth and you got a bunch of yes men around you, you'll never know, and then you'll never go anywhere. So
the one thing I'll tell you, man, if you ever work, a lot of you guys only kind of speculate what it's like to work on a major label. When you have a head of A&R, there's a person that's critiquing your music, man, that you submit. You know what I mean? Sure. And that's why the music sounds like it does when it leaves the studio or, and comes out to the platforms, because you got people that are critiquing it. So everybody get their music critiqued, man. And that's how, and as you do it over time, you learn a system for yourself and how to create hit records. Because essentially, hit records, we don't know what song is going to be a hit, right? If the song is set, the infrastructure, if it's built right, it's structured. Because I use my man word, Aaron. If it's structured accordingly, and everything is working, then there's a high probability of it being a hit. Yeah, you still got to do your marketing and promotion and stuff like that, but essentially you'll be able to make music on a consistent fashion on that level, because you know what needs to be fixed or what needs to be looked at. So it's always good to have somebody, and I would implore you that if you don't, if you're independent, get 7 or 8 people that you don't know, and you create your own music panel, right? Not yes people, and ask them, when you do a song, submit it to those 8 or 9 people on your own personal panel and let them give you feedback.
Right.
Word up. We do the same thing.
He said, and like he said, that you don't know, because your friends, most likely, especially if you're a hard drinker, they're not gonna want to fight you. They're not gonna want to fight you. So get people you don't know, man. Rico has been there. I didn't really give a lot about too much of where I've been and what I've seen in the music industry, but I've been around as well. He's actually had placements. So to me, he's the big homie to me. So I'm here to learn from him as well. And hats off to him. But man, just follow the man's advice, and any engineering advice I can give you, let me know, man. We here for y'all.
Word up. So y'all know how we do it. So if you I haven't done skips in the past, but now 3 weeks in, we are officially doing skips. So if you submit your music, you want to skip ahead of the line, you can throw in a donation, and we'll jump the line for you. I'm gonna put it this way, because this happened last week. So I'm gonna say it this way, and the reason I don't put a dollar amount on it, because I ain't trying to break y'all pockets. You feel me? But your priority is based on your donation. Okay, so don't feel some kind of way if somebody donate $20 and you donate $3, and then you ain't next. You feel me? So
hey, and listen, let me tell you one secret about the music business, right? It's just about business, period. when you put people remember you when you do something for them, right? You know, I taking people to lunch. You know, the way I got in, man, I used to watch cats' cars, man. And you imagine I'm a producer watching somebody's car because other cats, man, clown at, why you watching that dude's car? Like, man, because I want that cat to answer my text when I text him.
Right.
I'll be the dude, boy. I go get the coffee and do. I always looked at, you know, when you're doing something and when you're trying to become successful, man, there are people that'll help you. You know, so him asking you to throw a donation in, it's just priming you to really understand how you got to move, man, with relationships, man.
Word up.
Right. The music business is not a free endeavor, and if you can't afford, man, $10 or $15, then you probably don't need to be doing music at all.
Right. That's exactly right. So again, minimum $5 purchase, okay? Minimum $5 will put you up there. You got to spend money to make money. That's true. And that means when it comes to your music and all of the above, if you ain't spending it and you can't do it yourself, man, you not doing nothing. So, all right. So we're going to jump right into it because I know everybody's ready. Royal Sap, what's good with you? Hey, I'm going to tell y'all something. If y'all hadn't heard of Royal Sap before, my man sent us a song a while back called Saved and Sexy. I still rock that joint. Like this was, I feel like it was like last year. And the first time we heard it, me and my wife was actually at a place looking at some houses. And when he sent it, I was like, well, let's listen to this and see what this is. And we kind of laughed. But then when we listened to it, I was like, oh, this is good. This is good. So shout out Royal Sap, man. I see you. All right, here we go. So J Strong first on deck, of course. All right. With his joint called Touchdown featuring Dreams.
Look, we down 6. We don't have no time left, but we're not going home with no L. So look, God formation, motion on 2 on 2. Y'all with me? Great.
Yeah, touchdown, 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 touchdown. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Shoot, better watch my moves. Spinning on, I'm acting fool. We ain't come here to lose. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Shoot, better watch my moves. Ain't no way. Spinning on, I'm acting fool. We ain't come here to lose. Stepping out in some J's. Match your whip to the bay. Toss the keys to valet. Mimosas out by the bay. Run it back, run it back. I think this beat from London.
All right, hold on 1 second. All right, y'all got nothing, huh?
Nothing.
All right, I'm about to scream because. Oh, you know what?
What's up?
Watch this. I just changed the game. The microphone sounds different now too, doesn't it?
Yeah, but we still can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, y'all was hearing me from my. He was hearing me from my camera audio, not the mixer.
All right.
I don't know why it always takes over priority and does that, but
Hey, I don't have no picture either. I only see myself in the corner, in the right corner.
I got you. All right. All right, let's rewind that and try that again.
Alright, team, huddle up, huddle up. Look, we down 6. We don't have no time left, but we're not going home with no L. So look, God formation, motion on 2 on 2. Y'all with me? Great.
Yeah, touchdown, 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 touchdown. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Shoot, better watch my moves. Spinning on, I'm acting fool. We ain't come here to lose. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Shoot, better watch my moves. Ain't no way. Spinning on, I'm acting fool. We ain't come here to lose. Stepping out in some J's. Match your whip to the bay. Toss the keys to valet. Mimosas out by the bay. Run it back, run it back. I think this beat from London. Nah, I'm just frontin', I'm just speaking like there's something. Man, I gotta get this bag. Got a family to feed. Got me beat the tag. Gotta put on for my team. Hail Mary to the end zone. But a completion is guaranteed. Got 7 degrees, mine, so no Kaepernick when I take a knee. I got faith on me. stiff on me to run on me. God got me, so when I reach back, they all dip like the pieces on me. My family's counting on me like a wristwatch. Can we tie from this heat? Chris box, so they big man, like barbecue back. He's sitting over there trying to report me like Mayday, mayday, they here preaching blase, blase. I'm just reaching, trying to catch a body for the party. Me or mine, we turn up at every party. We pull up, head like beaming, beaming, beaming. So you gon' know when we touch down, touch down, touch down, touch down. Run it back, run it back, run it back. You better watch my moves. Spinning on them, act the fool. We ain't come here to lose. Touch down, touch down, touch down, touch down. Run it back, run it back, run it back. You better watch my moves. Spinning on them, act the fool. We ain't come here to lose.
Touchdown, touchdown. Big score, big score. We up now, what now? In a game like EA Sports. My team's amazing, Christ the Savior. I count my blessings, walk in favor. My end zone dance is major. I got the sauce, I got the flavor. Run it back, run it in. Run them over, Zeke Elliott. Go for the win, ain't no L in it. One hand on the couch, old Dylan. Fourth down, and I gotta run the play. Fifth form, I'm getting out the way. GMMG, but the team been trying to get a ring, better ride my way. Wait, put that work in, my crew always working. Scoring in, I score again, that's a 2-point conversion. They ask me how I talk about God and still flame all these verses. But dig this, I'ma get that chicken, no Popeye, no churches. Whoa, mayday, 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 this right here is bonkers. Whoa, glory, glory, all praise to the Holy Father. Whoa, New York City, shout goes out to Harlem. It's all good, just like a field goal, 2 arms up, I'm scoring on them.
Touch down, touch down, touch down, touch down. Run it back, run it back, run it back. You better watch my moves. Spinning on them, act the fool. We ain't come here to lose. Touch down, touch down, touch down, touch down. Run it back, run it back, run it back. You better watch my moves. Spinning on them, act the fool. We ain't come here to lose.
All right, fellas.
So, man, off the rip, beat dope, right? A couple things that, I mean, you probably see in my face, man. I mean, the song is dope, right? And the hook when it says touchdown, only thing I would say, man, it kind of, there's a little bit of a whole space on that part. It'd be great, man, to add some ad-libs around just that section where touchdown is, because the ad-libs come in after that, on a part of that hook, but maybe have a couple little just short ad-libs or something that's kind of going on, so there's not so much of a hole right there. Now, as far as, because we're doing audio online, I really can't, and we're having a little bit of audio issues, so I can't really hear the what the bass is actually doing, and I don't want to judge it to say. I'm just hoping that to make sure, I would say, man, make sure you send that song, the MP3. If you send it, I'm gonna let Jet send it to me. Then and because of the audio situation, I want to listen to it before I judge it. But I want to say to make sure that, from what I'm hearing, I'm not feeling the bass, but then it could be because of the audio. So I'm not smacking the hammer on you. So I gotta kind of stick a pin right there in that so I can hear what it sounds like, that end of it. But as far as for me, all the features and everything sound good, man. Hey, man, on a scale of 1 to 10, I get a song at 8.5.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I agree with everything he said, except for the 8.5. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. I liked it. I loved it. But you know what? I'm gonna take half of that off. I'm gonna give you a 9, only because of the ad-lib thing that he said. Now, if I was to get the song and I was to hear, like he said, the low end part of it, because like he said, the audio, everything that Rico said about the audio, I'm not gonna elaborate on it again.
I really want to know what it sounds like on the other side, to be honest, because I'm curious.
It's probably banging for you and your ear, but it's true. It's true what he said. But the song, from what I heard, man, I love it, Jay Strong. I love it, man. I love it, man. And the only reason I wouldn't give you a 10 is because I can't. Blame it on Jet.
Yeah,
Blame me.
That was no Jet.
Look,
Because Jet the host now. It ain't our platform. We on Jet platform. So we gonna put that.
To be honest with you, that's my man. He know I'm just joking.
We love
Yeah.
We love Jet, man.
Yeah,
But
look,
listen,
all of this is still experimental, so.
And the show is gonna get better, man. We just trying to. We gotta, based on the audio, it's gonna get better, man. We gonna get it there, man. But based on what I heard, man, song is dope. And you gotta think, man, it's always good when you get ready to do a project, man. Hire you an A&R rep. Hire you your own A&R person to A&R your project. So it's not just you. You don't have to be on a major label. You're independent. That's what I tell all independent cats. Get somebody to A&R your project that's gonna be objective. You know what I'm saying? And they know music.
A good thing to do. Is, but a lot of people can't do it, but some people can. Like, I'm working on my second album now. Just dropped the album a week and a half ago. Sometimes if you have this ability, a lot of people don't have this ability. I can step outside the box from me being an artist and look at it and say, is that whack or is it? So just try to do that too. You can try, but if you know that you can't be, if you're gonna be biased against yourself or with yourself, then it's not gonna work for you. You have to go to somebody else. But like I've been doing it so long, I can pretty much step outside the box and look at my music as if I'm someone else. If I can say it like that.
Right. So what I'm intent to do is switch us to Zoom in a minute, because Zoom is easy. Both of y'all had that, right? Zoom is full. I should be able to use full audio with Zoom too, because I don't know how it sounds on y'all end. Now on my end, I can hear the bass being there, but it's not super prominent. So, and that's okay because of from what I hear on my end, it sounds balanced for the most part. High end wise and all that. I don't really have a whole lot on the delivery system of the song and all of that, because I feel like the delivery is really good. I'm at a 9. I'm at a 9 too.
It was dope. It was dope. I loved it.
And then
my man is tight. I like that.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I try my best to not move around and not do too much, but just listen. And sometimes it's a little harder for me to just sit and listen when it's really good. And that's the thing. If it's catchy, if it's who was it? I think it was Andy Mineo on an interview I saw, and I don't watch many interviews, okay? But one of the things that he said, and then I heard D1 say the same thing. In order for your music to really move, it's got to be real, it's got to be relevant, it's got to be righteous. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this was both relevant, it's real, you know what I'm saying? And it's a clear message and we know exactly what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So, I know a lot of people starting to get into these back and forth with, oh, I'm not Christian hip hop anymore. I'm just a gospel rapper because Christian hip hop doing something different. But it is what it is.
You gotta do music, man, that people can feel, right?
Yeah.
And being a Christian artist, like, don't allow the label to hinder your excellence, right? And I'm gonna say that song, man, sounds good. But you want to be consistent like that on every song. I don't know other songs that you've done that you got on the album, but that sounds good. You know what I mean?
Right.
And take constructive criticism, because I remember when I started producing music, people say, "Man, you sound churchy. All your music sound churchy." I was offended. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to make R&B music, and no matter what I made, it always sounded like, man, we was in the church. And and so I had to learn how to be able to make better music, man, according to the style that I was doing. So it's a growing process. So his name Jay Storm. Is it Jay Storm?
Jay Strong.
Jay Strong. Yeah, man, I'm proud of you, man. Nice song, bro.
Yeah,
yes,
great.
Yes, sir.
All right,
we got next one up.
All right, next up. Am I being tested or something? I'm pretty sure we said. I'm pretty sure we were pretty clear on what oh, do not send nothing that does not glorify Christ. I'm only gonna say that one time only. If it get cut off, it's not my fault. If you pay for a priority and you don't follow the rules, you're not getting your money back. So that's just tough. Follow the rules, man. Only music that glorify Christ. Period. All right. All right. So I'm gonna do something right quick. Let's see. So I'm gonna play something from my system, kind of let y'all enjoy one of the songs that I really like while I switch us around. And Unc, you got Zoom, huh?
Yeah, I got Zoom.
All right, easy, sweet. All right.
So you gonna send me the link?
Yes, I am. But I'm finna put some music on right quick while I'm doing that.
All right.
This one of my. Hold on, I was just talking about Royal Sap a minute ago. I'm finna play this joint. All right, so while I get us switched around, I'm gonna play this joint and let y'all listen to it, and then it shouldn't take me that long. We should be back in just a minute. All right. So this is Royal Sap, Saved and Sexy.
Cause you saved and sexy. Cause you saved and sexy. If she ain't saved, then she really ain't sexy. Yeah, you look good, but that really don't impress me. Now don't get me wrong, love your nails and your hair do, but what I really wanna know is, can you get a prayer through? Amen. Views from the pew should be looking at my words with my eyes on you. Ain't nothing better than a woman that worship. I finesse the earth shit to get a seat close to you. I'm not a player, I know what the words say. He to find a wife, he gon' find a good thing. Entertain favor. I'ma save your name under grace of my praise to tomato, tomato. What's your flavor? Yellow, brown, Puerto Rican, a Haitian. Mouth full of praises, Holy Ghost blazing, lukewarm on occasion, perfectly imperfect, so amazing. Curbside, independent bad bougie women, social media venting and gossiping, quit it. That's right. Safe women, they don't make a move unless the Lord's in the submitted. They business is at the altar. Real men make an offer. No relationship with God, me don't bother. Cause she ain't got no time for the foolishness. Safe women never hit you with the Judas kiss. So how can I persuade you now to be the fine wine God made you now? You looking so amazing now. Can't lie, you know that made you smile. Cause you saved and sexy. Cause you saved and sexy. Yeah. Now tell me all about a real girl's needs. I feel that. And if I put a house in the palm of your hand, would you build that? I'm asking cause after the magic is past and half of the laughter is madness. After relaxing the act that we practice, fast will it flash like abracadabra? And ain't always a fact, but it happens. Where will we stand? Will it be the rock or the sand? Fly as a flock, but we plan for the drop till we land. You fall with style, I fall with grace. As long as we fall on face, put a prayer up high, and we fall on faith. Cause it gotta have something we can build on. In addition to a little something I could feel on. Back when we were students staring at you, it would feel wrong. Let you know it was the real deal, like a seal on the letter. The ring on your finger made it feel a little better. Like the king gon' come and make you feel like Coretta. Oh, so how can I replace you now? Yeah, charm grows old, age will chase you down. But the fear of the Lord won't escape you now. That's why I gotta take time out to praise you now. So how can I persuade you now to be the fine wine God made you now? You looking so amazing now. Can't lie, you know that made you smile. Cause you saved and sexy. Cause you saved and sexy. Cause you saved and sexy.
Yep. Okay, cool.
All right, so now
you can probably take that back if you want. I don't know what you want to do. No, not you. I was talking to her because I couldn't see. I only could see myself on the screen in the right-hand corner, and the other one I couldn't. So I had her bring her computer over here that she was trying to watch so that I could see what was going on. But now I can see y'all on my phone, so I'm good.
What you talking about, man?
Nah, man. Yeah, nah.
Oh, no, man. No.
New cool in the building. Taking the touch to the street. church in the bando. Yeah, got church in the bando. I follow your footsteps. I walk in your sandals. You can't tell me I ain't saved. You can't say I ain't blessed. You can't tell me I ain't cool. You can't say I ain't fresh. First name Orlando, flow hot like a candle. If this a jungle, I'm Rambo. I used to move keys like piano. I'm Kyrie with the handles. I'm Steph Curry at crunch time. Hold a book like they hold a ball, and I'm in the word like a lunch line. Yeah, I bring the church to the rap. I bring the church to the trap. Yeah. I put it out on the map. I put it out on the map. Yeah. Try and tell me I ain't cool enough. Try and tell me I ain't saving enough. Try and tell me I ain't fly enough. Y'all look tight like button ups. I go to church every Sunday. I might miss a Sunday. I'm going straight to the altar. First like I'm right off the runway. Yeah, Christ in the building. The new cool in the building. Taking the church to the street. I know they loving the feeling. Church in the bando. Yeah, got church in the bando. I follow your footsteps. I walk in your sandals. You can't tell me I ain't saved. You can't say I ain't blessed. You can't tell me I ain't cool. You can't say I ain't fresh. Yaku ain't my Taylor, new cool on the label, yeah. I'm safe with flavor, every day I'm favored, yeah. My cup running over, November to October, yeah. I'm hot but I'm sober, I sing above you cobras, yeah. LeBron James with my talents, MJ with my gifts, J. Christ with my life, Grammy bound like Taylor Swift. Church in the bando, church in the burbs, church wherever I go. Church in my heart first, and I let my actions be the example. You can't tell me I ain't delivered. Like a package with tracking on it. You can't tell me I ain't blessed. God himself put the backing on it. I'm fresher than produce from Whole Foods. I'm a new creature with new features. R.I.P. to the old dude. Yeah. Church in the bando. Got church in the bando. Yeah. I follow your footsteps. I walk in your sandals. You can't tell me I ain't saved. You can't say I ain't blessed. You can't tell me I ain't cool. You can't say I ain't fresh. To the world, I'm a light switch. To the devil, I'm a crucifix. To the hood, I'm a trendsetter. Jesus showed me how to live better. I'm from a place they call dead end. My life was a dead end. I couldn't breathe, I had no air. Jesus came with that fresh wind. Not grace and mercy, my sidekicks. One wife, no side chicks. I praise God, not.
We all be sensitive, man, about our stuff. But yeah, we ready? I was just saying, man, that as an artist, we all get sensitive, about our stuff. But that's the thing that help you go from an amateur to an intermediate to a professional.
Right.
Beyonce still takes singing lessons. So so she has a mentor that's to continue to teach her how to sing, right? And that's just a part of it. So don't take it with a grain of. I ain't gonna say take it with a grain of salt. We want the salt. We want the salt that matters to stay. We want you to be better. And some of you, man, and we can tell when we listen to your music, music is a fad for a lot of people. A lot of people, I remember growing up and I'm in school, man, carrying a trombone case, and I played tuba and carrying a trumpet case, and I had a book bag on my back. Kids laughed at me because it wasn't, I'm 51, but it wasn't, doing music wasn't cool back then, right? And now it's a fad, so you get a lot of people that's trying to do music that's really not called to do music. And if God didn't call you to do music, then you got to find your purpose. Like your purpose may be to be an architect, to design buildings, because if your anointing is to be an architect and you don't go do that particular job, the hands or the people that God has given to your hand for you to deliver and provide a job for it, those people, when you're hindering up the blessings of all those people because you're trying to put your money into an MPC or a machine when God God told you not to do that, or God don't want you to do that because your talent level is not there. So we can hear if you have talent and you don't. That's one thing that a professional music person, an executive or A&R, producer, engineer, whatever, we can hear if you got an ounce of talent,
And like I always say too, one more thing I want to say, add to that, everything ain't for everybody. And that's in short, basically what he's saying. Everything ain't for everybody. So,
I've been talking this whole time and they ain't heard nothing I said until just now when I click play. I mean, when I turn my mic back on, but
you hear him now, right?
Yeah. So let me.
We guess we still got somebody who said they can't hear you over here. Hold on. You hear him now? Okay, she got you.
Yeah.
You're in there.
All right. So I'm gonna rewind. The best advice you can get is right there. Like I was saying a minute ago. If you trying to do music full time, but you ain't taking care of responsibility, then you ain't doing nothing. Especially you men who got families, y'all married, all this stuff, and responsibilities to take care of. Your first ministry is your house, is your wife, your children. If you're not taking care of your wife and your children and leading them in the ways of righteousness and all of the above, you're not doing your job. Stop doing music.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, when I started, I'm gonna give you a tip, and it's gonna help you. Take this penicillin, it's gonna make your life better. I've always had a main job when I started doing music, because with music evolves. You're gonna need gear, you're gonna need equipment, you're just gonna need to spend money. I don't care if you gotta do marketing promotions. And I always made sure that my house and family was gonna be good, and no matter what I did in music, that I needed a 9 to 5 to make sure my family was not affected. That's what Jet is saying. Music, you're not gonna, if you just starting in music, you take a while to make money in music.
Yes, it does.
A lot of those artists, man, that are getting money when they start out, they struggle because they don't really know how to manage their money, and the money they get don't really come that fast. When you make a record, it take you maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years, so you see money. If you're working with a label. Now, if you're streaming, it may take you 9 months, 6 months to 9 months, man, for you to have streams built up, for you to really start seeing money if your music is that popular. So just get used to, you still got to take care of your family, man. Still got to take care of your family.
All right, so I got some new people that's joining the stream for the first time. I want to say this again. This is a platform that glorifies Christ only, okay? If your music does not glorify Christ, it won't get played. If I can tell by your name that you ain't that, then don't get offended, okay?
By your name.
Hey, I'm telling you. I let one person talk me into it one week and was like, hey, it might not be that bad. Dude's name was like Killer Guns or something like that. Yeah. And I'm like, all right.
Be all bad.
Maybe
Killer
not.
Killer Guns.
I was like,
one dude named Killer Guns.
Yeah, I hit the play button and then I was like, nope, turn this off right away. I'm like, man, how can you nothing? You know what? Never mind.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. You set yourself up for that.
I really did.
You saw the name, Killer Guns. Really? Like, really?
Right. I really did, though. I really did. And then my crazy self hit the play button. So, yeah.
And what did the song start out with a gun cocking?
No. Did not start off with a gun cocking, and it wasn't good either. So I was like, nah, this is terrible. Yeah. This is terrible. And the first thing you say is the first thing you do is start cussing as soon as you turn the song on. Dang, boy, you shallow. You got no lyrical ability whatsoever. Shallow.
Right. Hey, man. Hey, Malcolm X said it, man. Best, man. A man who curses is a man who just doesn't have the words that's on his mind.
Right.
Can't
convey it.
Right.
All right. So I got I'm trying to scroll back because I got like a bunch of submissions through the week, and I was trying to hold on to them. All right. Illustrate. I hadn't heard from Illustrate in a minute, but I got a track on here that we play on in regular rotation called Hip Hop Dads. Dude's really good, man. So I'm excited to hear this one. The song's called Enough. And it's
by Illustrate.
Yeah, by Illustrate.
Let's go.
Featuring Slick Reborn and Kate Buckley. Good on audio, right?
I may
miss you, homie, even though we didn't chill much. To be honest, I feel like I didn't do enough. We often talked of linking up and connecting on some music. It always seemed to never happen. I didn't know what you were doing. Passionate about the message and saw God in so much. You had insights to life that most could never touch. You love people for who they are without a stipulation. You understood the hurting and embraced the conversation. You struggled with your issues but knew God had blessed. You understood failure but yet you feared success. I remember when you told me that and I struggled to grasp it. I didn't know how to help even though I had asked it. Your passion for people was inspiring to say the least. I just pray God would give you healing for the various defeats. I know you struggled but you inspired so many, dude. Your memory remains in the hearts of those who met you.
You are not alone, my child. I have so many plans to get ahead. Just take my hand.
Unfortunately, the road decided to take a turn. I still don't understand the reasons for all you heard. What were you thinking in your mind? What was going through it? What was the turning point in life that made you wanna do it? What did you feel in those last moments all alone? Did you see the 99 to come and lead you home? So many questions going through my mind unanswered. Time's ticking, but it's killing me like cancer. Can't breathe, can't eat, can't think. Tossing and turning all night, can't sleep. Wishing in my mind, still trying to hold memories. So many tears shed, heart still bleeding. Pushing my faith, got a little anger in my heart. Why did you take them? You could have done something, God. I know eventually gonna work it out for the good. Until then, man, pain won't end. I wish I understood.
You are not alone, my child. I have so many plans to get ahead. Just take my hand.
I'd never admit it, but that phone call shook me. You told me you wanted to die and it truly took me for a loop, cause I didn't see it coming. You were one of my oldest friends and that meant something. I heard you explain all the evil you did, how you'd reached your limit and that was it. You no longer wanted life and you'd attempted death. Had God has never spoke to you and you wanted it to end. You saw no way out, but I just kept praying. Didn't know if you'd be here tomorrow or how you would make it. We kept talking until the phone disconnected. I prayed harder in the hopes that God had interjected. I didn't know if you would pass to how things would turn out. I just believed that God would work it out. But then you called back days later and it was clear. You told me God had spoken to you and I'm glad you're still here.
You're not alone, my child. I have so many plans to get ahead. Just take my hand. Even when I cannot feel you, I'll stand on my faith and know that you're enough for me.
Okay. All right. Can I go first?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Auto-tune singers. Always.
Or pitch correct me every.
Something.
Let me shut up. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
Something.
I apologize. I'll jump in your segment. Go.
No, you
I'm sorry.
good. You good. No, I'm only saying that because, and I'm not a big fan of auto-tune if you do too much of it. Okay, that's the thing. But when you using singers, pitch correction or auto-tune or what is it? It's another one that you can go in and like adjust the notes and it show you the notes all laid out on the plane. What is it called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But you can literally adjust every
Melodyne.
Thank you.
Melodyne, right.
Yeah. So you can literally go in and adjust the ones that are slightly off because it shows you a graph and tells you everything on there. That was one thing. I mean, no, there was no like real compression. There's no, I don't know. The reverb was way too wet, too. You know, if you're gonna have something like that, either less is more. And I would have only put reverb on the singer, not on my verse. That's where I'm at.
I feel like I feel like the singer was a lot bigger and a lot fuller than his vocals. First of all, that's my first point. Second point was all of his words didn't land on. I know he seems like he's that type of rapper that's off a little bit anyway, but some of it was way off. Not to the point where I was annoyed by it, but to the point where I was annoyed by it because of who I am and what I know how to do. If I was an average listener, I wouldn't even have noticed. I would have just been like, okay, cool melody, cool this, cool that. He could have been a little bit more on time, and the engineer could have either pulled some of that fullness out of her voice to match with his, because when she came in, she was I don't know if you guys noticed it, but she was a lot fuller sounding than he was.
I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for me to get past the fact that she was out of key.
I didn't think she would. Well, I don't want to say that because I don't want you to think that I don't know what in key is. but it didn't. But it wasn't. It didn't kill me like that. But it wasn't great. But it wasn't terrible. It was Melodyne. You know that Melodyne would have worked.
Yeah.
For me.
Come on.
So while y'all see me looking down, man, I'm trying to take notes, because sometimes you hear stuff you ain't gonna remember. So I got a list of stuff. Right? So let's get to it. One, that using the claps on a song, like you got to realize when you build your drums, the type of sound that you use is like very, very important. It's gonna help convey your message. It's gonna add feeling. And for me, that was a wrong snare type to use claps there, right? The kick, I wasn't feeling the kick. Some people, man, mix their drums a little different. I mix my drums where you can feel the drums, but I couldn't feel the kick. I could hear it, but I couldn't feel it. That's the first thing. Other thing is the sequence. Your sequences, when you sequence your music, is boring. You got to bring stuff in and out, and you can't just copy and paste.
It's got to move. It's got to move.
The music has to move. You got to, even if you pull the kick out, bring the snare in, add another instrument. Even if you add another instrument playing the same harmony, but maybe take out third and the first and third, a bar. I'll take out the third bar on the next verse. It's you got to have some. It just had to have life to it.
Movement.
It has to have movement. So because I'm going through what I got down here. So the sample run is aggravating this crap in the hook. It's aggravating. It's aggravating. You got to understand, like even when you use a sample, you may have to go in and EQ that sample because it's too high. One is too high and it's aggravating. It's too much. You may want to put that in the hook one time you hear and let it go, because what it did was it distracted me from listening to you. I couldn't really listen to your lyrics because that sample little run was aggravating this crap. Like terrible, right? It's too much. You're overdoing it. The lyrics were okay, but you got to think, when you're a rapper, and I'm listening to you as a rapper, if you are a boring rapper, and if you don't have any shock value in your cadence, you're not flipping styles. Like a cadence is just a rhythm of your words. If you're not gonna do anything different with the rhythm of your words, your music got to be the show, right?
Energy. You need energy.
You need energy. Either gonna come. The energy is gonna come if you're in the pocket. Then your verses is doing, is having the energy that's different, right? But if your lyrics are boring and just and your music is boring, it brings down the overall energy to the song. So you got to choose which one you want to do. Because I know, when you like LL Cool J don't rap like Andre 3000. But LL Cool J, his moniker was having music for women, right? And it was, but his music was always good compared to what he was doing. So at some point, and that may be a bad example, that's the only one I think of right now that I can put, because you kind of rap kind of sound like LL Cool J in the sense of the cadence of the rap. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really doing a whole lot. So with that being said, I'm thinking that was something else. And whenever you have a singer, like you have to pitch correct. You gotta pitch correct your vocal. Very few singers can jump on a record and don't need pitch correct.
Unless she just don't need it. But that's rare today.
That's rare. It is rare.
They're out there, but it's rare.
It's very rare. So know that there's some, that you got Melodyne, you have Waves Real Time, right? Auto-tune. Auto-tune is, you can use, auto-tune was originally created, man, to tune your vocals, right? It wasn't made to do the T-Pain effect, right?
T-Pain was the first one to start doing that, and then everybody jumped.
Well, you know what? Yeah, but you know what all that was him turning the robotic sound all the way up.
Oh yeah.
When I use it, okay, yeah, like for her, she probably wouldn't need it all the way up.
Right.
She didn't sound like she would need it all the way up.
No, it's just a soft one.
Right, so she would need a soft turn on the knob.
And I would put her. She would be like I'll put her like alto. I put her like her voice is almost like an alto.
Right.
And when it says humanize her voice,
I
would humanize about a quarter. And,
right.
And after that, everything else should be right. And if you're in the key, you got a Hornet. It's a plug VST that I use called Hornet, and it'll tell you the key that you're in. Right. If you set that, once you find the key and you set that auto tune to the key that you're in, it's gonna keep her in time. It's gonna do all the work for you, right? Because you have tools that and that's something that that's your engineer is supposed to know, right? But we know a lot of.
I was getting ready to say that. Another thing, the engineer needed to have compressed her vocals, man. Her vocals are just all over the place with compression. That compressor would have kept them vocals in check. Yeah. Because that's what a compressor does. Essentially, for those of y'all who don't know, the compressor will take the highest part of your sound of the dynamics of the music. It'll bring it down closer to the lowest part of the music, and then you can raise it all together if she's too low with the makeup gain. But it would have kept her vocals in check.
Yeah,
now
listen, can also use spectrum to see where
that's
you
what
are.
The Waves Rider does.
Vocal rider, yeah, the vocal rider.
Waves vocal rider. Right. So now it goes back to the engineer, because when you guys want to be cheap, and you want to be cheap, and you want to go to an engineer that really, because one, like me, Aaron, we gonna charge a little. We know what we're doing. Like,
yeah, you can't go to Lil Pookie house. I keep telling y'all, Lil Pookie gonna have y'all running out with a crack product.
Unless you go to Pookie Tang, man.
Because everything that's wrong with that song, 80% of it could be fixed by the engineer. And the engineer even could, if he has that sample with that run in it, right? If you
put it underwater.
Mm-hmm. So everything goes back to the engineer that you go to. That engineer can make or break your song. So
absolutely,
on the engineer, I'm gonna get old boy a P. I ain't gonna say an F. I'm gonna go all the way down to a P. We gonna go way down, right? So the artist, we're not gonna beat you up, but we're gonna definitely decimate your engineer. He sucked. He was rat.
He was terrible.
Yes, terrible.
Yeah, listen, man, and that's what I say, man. Oh wait, hold on. I think we lost our Facebook. We lost our Facebook group, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Facebook be hating, man. That's what we always try to tell people to switch over to YouTube because Facebook don't like to play ball.
Are you on YouTube or Facebook?
She probably on Facebook, huh?
Yeah, but she's
still on the feed.
She's still on it. She says she's still on it.
Oh, okay, all right. Let me make sure. I'm gonna make sure I type this in chat too.
I see some people on.
Okay, I have to make sure I type this in chat too.
And just so you know, we're gonna put this on Roku. It's gonna be on Roku and Amazon Fire Stick as well. So you guys better hit the replay as well.
Big up to Zoe Baker. I want to send a shout out to Zoe Baker. Thank you for coming in, Zoe.
Yeah, I see. Okay, I see them all. I'm gonna tell you, my platform playing with me, man. Cause at 1 minute it showed 4, and then it went back to 15, and now it's like 18. I don't know what's going on. So
I can't see who from my crew is in here, but I'm hearing Roger Dillard is in here. Big up to Roger Dillard.
Yep,
my god brother.
Karen Maple. Welcome.
Karen Maple, my auntie. Well, my whole group is in here, but I can't see y'all. So Donna Dix, big up, my auntie.
So hey y'all, everybody in Facebook chat right now, do me a favor and let's move the party over to our YouTube channel just so that Facebook doesn't kill us.
So you guys go to YouTube. All my people go to YouTube and search Must Be Heard Radio. Click on it and come on in.
Links in chat. I pinned it in the chat. That way, because I'm telling you, Facebook always be on some hating type stuff, man. And they like to kick our stuff off, even though we're proven. All right,
Jordan, go to YouTube, Jordan. Let's go, my niece Jordan. Go to YouTube. I heard you in here.
So I'm gonna move on to the next one that was moved up to Skip. It was Child of God, aka that's his name, Child of GD. He's from Florida. He was G-D. That's Donald Jacobs right there.
All right.
All right, so this one's called Yom Kippur. I don't know what that means. So if you could, please, sir, can you tell us what that means in chat, because that sounds like another language and I'm not familiar with. So
that's Jewish.
It's Hebrew.
Oh, okay, all right.
What Hebrew? Yeah.
What does it mean though?
You got me on that one, but you know, me being from up New York, you know, it's a lot of Jews up there, so we. You know,
all right, bet.
I'm familiarized with it.
Hey, Donald, tell us what that means, man. I'm in chat. I'm finna hit the play button. Here we go.
Yom Kippur is the holiest day of the year, Judaism. Like a time of year.
Got it.
Yeah. Tell them we all on board, yeah. Yom Kippur, yeah. We had to honor the Lord, yeah. He died on that particle board, yeah. Yeah, for all of them boys, yeah. We in the holy war, yeah. Seen things never saw before, yeah. I had to call on the Lord, yeah. I had to fall on the floor, yeah. Thank God for Yom Kippur, yeah. I'm reading Chronicles, yeah. The Spirit responsible, yeah. Made it through these obstacles, yeah. Jesus, he died for you, yeah. So what do you have to lose, yeah? I cannot hide the truth, yeah. I had to slide in the booth, yeah. We just might die with the truth, yeah. But trying to get through to you, yeah. God the one root for you, yeah. So what do you choose to do, yeah? The devil, he rooted poop, yeah. We going boot for boot, yeah. We gon' go toe for toe, yeah. I had to cloak that bloke, yeah. God the one blowing the rule, I can Simon guess we going blow for blow, yeah. I had my back on the ropes, yeah. I had to rope a dope, yeah. Some smile, they gave me hope, yeah. Thank God for Yom Kippur, yeah. I had to call them boys, yeah. Tell them we all on board, yeah. Yom Kippur, yeah. We had to honor the Lord, yeah. He died on that particle board, yeah. Yeah, for all of them boys, yeah. I'm trying to call these boys, yeah. Pick up the phone like Trinity, yeah. No sympathy for the enemy, no. He got the ultimate penalty. Now where would they do to us, yeah? They are not used to us, yeah. We pop shots at Lucifer, yeah. That Bible a tool is tough, yeah. We praise him on Yom Kippur, yeah. God, he opened the doors, yeah. Yom Kippur, yeah. In his will, no Tonka toy, yeah. Get me dry, no Honda Accord, yeah. Better go find you a toy, yeah. Yeah, his mercy it pours, yeah. In heaven, nobody's poor, yeah. Yom Kippur, yeah. Yeah, marble floors, yeah. Yeah, harbor shores, yeah. The fruits we're gonna enjoy, yeah. Blocking out all of the noise. With this world, we have no rapport, yeah. Yeah, dance with the Lord, yeah. Yeah, Yom Kippur, yeah. Yeah, Yom Kippur, yeah. Thank God for Yom Kippur, yeah. You know the veil was torn, yeah. We gon' prevail in the storm, yeah. I reached up my arms, I soar, yeah. I'm reaching up to the Lord, yeah. Don't need a Ouija board, yeah. I swear we seen so much more, yeah. Younger boy, yeah. Younger boy, yeah. Younger boy, yeah. Yeah. Younger boy, yeah. Younger boy, yeah. We had to honor the Lord, yeah. He died on that particle board, yeah. Yeah, for all of them boys, yeah.
Nice little filter at the end there. And I ain't doing that, so that's him doing that. All right. So Yom
I'm gonna
Kippur.
give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you first this time.
Me?
I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh
first.
yeah, go ahead.
He had a nice run. He had a nice run with the song, but it wasn't no hook, man. Where's the hook line at, man? I hear it, da da da, yeah, 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 da da da, yeah. Da, you get it? I ain't hearing nothing else. It's not moving, like my man said. Like Rico said, brother Rico, it's not moving. I need the song to move. You can stay right there for a while, but then I need the song to move. I need it to dip or I need it to peak. And then I need it to come back down to where it's at again, taking me to that da-da-da, yeah, da-da-da, yeah, because I can dig that. You know, I can get with that. But I needed it to move, man. I need that song to move. I need a hook line in it. I need formation. And that's my problem with it.
The track was dope.
Definitely. The beat was dope. Everything was dope, except the song didn't move.
If
the song don't move, what's moving? What's moving if the song don't move?
That's kind of what got me, like, I guess if you say roped in to listening to it. Like, I'm listening and I'm hearing it and I'm hearing everything that's going on. The track is like the track itself was moving, but I learned something from somebody a long time ago. You got about a 50-50 ball when it comes to a track, right? You either want your track, if your track is a 10, you need to have 10 lyrics behind it. Or you need to have 12 lyrics behind it.
I'm gonna give my man a 6.5 on that one. I'm sorry, you called me a hater today, but I'm gonna give him a 6.5. I'm being nice for real though.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, if you don't have a track that's moving that heavily, you got to carry it, but you can't get carried by the track. You know what I mean? And I feel like in this one, I found myself listening more to the track than to what he was actually saying. I caught on to "Thank God for Yom Kippur." Yeah, I caught that. I got that.
No, I was listening to what he was saying. But I was waiting for it to hook. I was waiting to see how exciting the hook was going to be and then him to bring me back to that. Yeah. Because that, you know what? Him doing that, that's kind of like, you know, when you got the thing going in front of your eyes back and forth, you're hypnotizing me with that. But then after a while, you ain't hypnotizing me with it no more. You're putting me to sleep because you ain't changing up the song. You ain't changing up, going nowhere else with it.
I got you. Where I was at was on EQ wise. And I don't know. Donald, do you mix these yourself, or is it? And this is gonna make a determination on how we approach it. But do you mix it yourself, or are you paying an engineer to do it?
I can't speak on that because I couldn't hear it as good.
Nah, he's in chat. He's in chat. I'm just I'm asking him because I want him to answer.
Yeah,
that.
I'm just letting you know that I wouldn't even grade him on that.
Yeah, my wife said earworm. That's one of her
earworm.
Yeah, that's one of her favorite. When you got a song that's an earworm, like it's there and it's prominent. Whatever's going on, it's constant. Yeah. You ain't digging it out. It's gonna stay there. So now that melody is gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? So now you might not even know you may not even know what you're talking about. But but
that's what I'm saying. The song is catchy.
All right,
but
so he
without no hook.
Okay, so he did mix it. Next question is, do you have the stems for the track itself? And again, I'm asking this question for a reason. Because one of the things that I'm gonna say is, if you're an artist that's doing your own mix and mastering, first of all, you gotta take time to learn to develop that skill, develop that ear. But the other thing is, get your stems. Like if you're gonna buy exclusive track from somebody, get the stems. Don't just do leases. And the reason that you want the stems is because what I was hearing in it was the kick in it was distorted out, and it was a distortion that didn't sound like it was on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some 808s, some kicks that's distorted on purpose. You got some of them that's not distorted on purpose, that the engineer does that to add a feel to the song. But in this particular one, it sounded like it wasn't. It was just peaking. And there's a difference in that.
Compression again. Once again, compression.
And then
EQing and compression is two of the most valuable things that you could ever use inside of a mix. Period. Without that, it's all over the place.
So for me, I got a laundry list, but I'm gonna keep this, man. I'm gonna keep it. Right. You got to understand when you're doing rap music, and it's simple. Like that cadence is a simple cadence. It's cool, but this is the thing. And I want to condense it. I want to make it make sense. So give me a sec. Let me see how I want to put this. Your music, man, when you have that style of rap, man, your music got to go hard, man. Like, and then too, because it's just you, that's a perfect song that I would have had 2 more people on there as a feature with a different style other than what I was doing.
Right.
Right. And it would have added more credibility to the lyrical side of the song. Right. Because now you didn't have a hook because you got to take a point of rest. Right. If I'm hearing that I'm gonna get aggravated and bored, right? So going into a hook to give some rest.
Yeah, to give you a break
to the earworm.
Right.
The hook is gonna give us a break to the earworm, right?
Absolutely.
But the way that I would do that is I would actually, because some songs, man, you need other features just to take the song to another level. As is, I give a song a 4.5, right? But I would actually get 2 other rappers that can rap in that beat, the beats per minute, but a different style than what you got, and create a second and a third verse for those people. The music didn't change. Yes, the drums need to be EQ'd, man. Like, you got to make sure you gang staging, because when I'm listening to it, I don't think you gang stage none of your tracks, right? Because
tell them what it is. Tell them what it is, Rico. Gang staging.
So gang staging plugins are designed to work at a certain decibel, right? And so when you're gang staging, essentially you're bringing all your waves or your music, the raw audio file, to a point of zero, right? To a starting point. Some, depending on how you're bringing in your music into your DAW, right? A lot of those sounds are not going to be at the same decibel when they come in. So essentially, you are leveling off, all your music before you actually start. Before you start EQ. That's essentially what gang staging is. You're making sure that all your levels of the raw wave files, whether it's instruments, drums, everything, vocals, are at the same decibel, right? And it should be at a 0 decibel point, right? Now, when you're gang staging, you want to, you're making sure I want to take that back. You want to make sure all your faders are at 0, right? You're not doing anything. Your faders are at 0. But you want when you're gang staging, you want your audio to fall between a -6 and a -12 decibels. You want to be between -12 and -6 decibels. But before you put as close, as closest to that -6 you can without going over, right? Because when you put that plug-in on top of that audio file, now it's gonna start breathing and working the right way because it has enough information. It's almost like how threshold on a compressor. When you move that threshold, you're telling that compressor at what point do I want this compressor to start working?
Yeah.
Right. When you turn that threshold up, that means it's gonna start working earlier than not if you turn it down. So
right.
So it's the same thing with gang staging. And so I can hear that you didn't have anything gang staging. But, man, I would say if you're gonna mix, because you independent artists, you want to learn the proper way if you're gonna mix. So you can go to YouTube, man. There's hundreds of videos on gang staging, and it's real simple, right? It's not nothing that's gonna take you all day to learn. Although some people on there try to make it complex, it's really not that complex. It's not. We're gonna demystify that, man. You take all your faders at 0 and you put all your wave file. You're gonna take that. You're gonna take that raw wave and you're gonna turn it up to either between -12 and -6 decibels. Bam. You can
and you don't want to go no higher than that, because once you do that, you need to, excuse me, Rico. Once you do that, you okay, even at the end of your song, before you master it, you should still be at negative something, because you want what's called headroom. You need to keep headroom so that when you get it to an engineer, and I just wanted to put that on top of what he was saying, I'm gonna turn it back over to him again.
So basically, going back to Aaron, you want to make sure that you leave some headroom once you mix the song. So the song, your drums needed mixing, right? They needed mixing.
That's what I said.
I try when I get sounds, because one of the things that help you when you get sounds, when you buy sound packs or whatever, right? It's 2021. There are a lot of people, man, that sell sample packs. When I'm talking about sample packs, like kicks and snares, when you look at that wave file on that kick drum, if that kick drum is like 2 megs or 3 megs, that's a nice size kick drum. 4 megs, 5 megs kick drum, right? That's the file size. So when a sound is pretty thin, you shouldn't be using those sounds that are kilobyte sounds. Back in the day when we were using the MPCs, because you had that much memory in the MPC, you couldn't use big sound files because you couldn't load them in. Technology has changed. So make sure that when you're finding sounds to use, that they are good quality sounds. Good quality sounds, a lot of times, if whoever created them, if they made correctly, a lot of times you don't really have to do a whole lot of EQing and mixing to it.
Or compressing,
compressing
at all.
Right. It comes right out of the pack, perfect a lot of times, because you got to think when you're mixing, less is better. Listen, you don't always have to.
Right.
Just listen to the song, and when you're listening, you should, when you listen to it and you're mixing, you cut all the drums off, and you listen to the instrumentation, right? How it makes you feel. You may not have to EQ everything, but anyway, I don't want to get into the weeds, man. Go ahead, Aaron. But yeah, I'm getting into the weeds. Now,
just one more thing. Like he said, it's rare that I have to EQ a kick unless it's just something special that I'm doing. But you may want to compress it. And another thing is that you guys doing all this trap music and them 808s, man, an 808 is one of the most hardest drums that you can ever try to EQ and compress. You most definitely, if you're in that genre of music, want to take your music to somebody that's doing something, because you're gonna blow somebody's speaker, if not your own, and or it's gonna sound horrible, like they say in my man's drum sounded horrible.
Yeah, what'll happen is you'll nuke it because you listening with headphones on. And the other thing is, like, if you're doing mix and mastering and engineering, you gotta get speakers. You gotta get studio speakers.
You gotta learn how to compress and EQ.
And don't get the El Cheapo Max joints neither. But you ain't gotta get the most expensive ones. But
no, I'm gonna put you guys up on something before he goes on. Go to Mono Price, MONO Price, PRICE. They sell affordable monitors. And as a matter of fact, I was mixing and mastering off of Adams A7Xs. I know Rico and Rashad know what they are. The Adams A7Xs. They cost $900 a piece. So I was mixing and mastering off of those, right? But I had a pair of 5-inch Mono Prices, and when I blew one of my Adams, I've been on Mono Price ever since, and I haven't gone back. And you get a pair of them, 5-inch for $200. You get a pair of 8-inch for $300. Monoprice.com.
Now, I'm going to add something to that. Now, I use Behringer Truths. I've been using Behringer Truths for the last 15, 20 years. I know at least 15 years.
I remember you telling me to get those.
Simply because there has the bass response is once you got to calibrate them to make sure, to what you, but once you calibrate them, and they cost you about $265 a piece. Obviously, you get the Adams, they're a little bit more pricier. They sound good, but if your wallet ain't got that, you can get the Barons of Truth about $250, $260 a piece, you know, and it's still gonna produce a great sound for you, depending on where your money is. If you can't get them Adams, right? I'm gonna say get Adams first if you got the pockets, right?
Well, they have a new series now. I had the A7Xs. You can go for the Adam, the T as in Timothy, T7Vs, and they cost you $250 a piece.
Right.
Or if you don't want to get up that high, Personas makes a good pair of 8-inch ones that you can get from, most of them have them in your local music shops for about about $150 for the pair. So that's what I use.
I'm a Personas guy too, man. I got everything.
I would recommend Monoprice. Yeah. Monoprice are as flat as you're gonna get. They're better than KRK for the month. They're cheaper than KRK. And like I said, I came from Adams, mixing on Adams A7X. I went to Monoprice. I regret buying the Adams now. We regret getting them. If I had to go do it again and I knew about Monoprice, I would have got the Monoprice 8s.
All right, so
can't beat it.
So we just gave you three good options for speakers.
Learn how to compress. Learn how to compress.
Yes.
Compress and EQing, because no matter what kind of speakers you got, I don't care if they cost $1 million. If you don't know how to EQ and compress,
right?
You know.
Right. All right. So all right. So we got to move on to the next one. All right. This is the next skip that I had. Man, I just cleared out my notifications. Who was it? The artist's name is saved. Make yourself known, please, in the chat, so I can address you the right way. And his song is called "Gotta Get Out of the Game."
All right.
So we're gonna get right into
go.
that one.
Gotta get out of the game. These streets, they do not love you. It'll ride you for your years, and then it had nothing for you. It don't matter if you loyal, you got more, they coming for you. You want more in life, they hate you. If you don't, then they adore you. Gotta get out of the game, gotta get out of the game. Gotta get out of the game, gotta get out of the game. Gotta get out of the game, gotta get out of the game. Gotta get out of the game, gotta get out of the game. See, you ignore the facts. These streets bring you more pain. You got more to lose than gain, and you knowing that. Now your life is under pressure. Hard getting harder, you can't mess up. You hoping that the block stay popping when them checks start dropping. You got money in your pocket, but your soul on the stretcher. Running around with guns and flashing them for the pleasure, but when God come back, they won't protect you. I'm praying for your soul. I know just how it goes. These streets is an addiction, they will never let you go. Cause I don't been there and done that. But God saved me just to come back and tell you. Gotta get out of the game. These streets, they do not love you. It'll ride you for your years, and then it had nothing for you. It don't matter if you loyal, you got more, they coming for you. You want more in life, they hate you. If you don't, then they adore you. Gotta get out of the game, gotta get out of the game. Gotta get out of the game, gotta get out of the game. Gotta get out of the game, gotta get out of the game. Gotta get out of the game, gotta get out of the game. Streets and how you thinking that this life and how you live it, it don't matter. Get that money, it can't be no other way. Hustle, no breaks. 100 miles an hour chasing money and the power, but you went the wrong way. You ain't ever read the signs. One day you go turn around. Life is a journey, we ain't got no miles to waste. Gotta give you grace and pull you out the game, but if you keep on playing, you might end up burning from your mistakes. That's why I'm praying for your soul. These streets is an addiction, they will never let you go. But God loves you, believe that. Get out the game, it's time to leave that. Gotta get out of the game. These streets, they do not love you. It'll ride you for your years, and then it had nothing for you. It don't matter if you loyal, you got more, they coming for you. You want more in life, they hate you.
right, so y'all see A-Dubs giving his hand claps.
Hey man, it went somewhere for me. It moved. It was the lyrics, and then it went into a hook, and he had the going on in the back. His ad-libs was there. That. Everything was there, man. Everything was there. Now, as far as the mix, I can't comment on the engineering. I'm gonna let those two guys take it away from me. But hey, I'm done with that one. I give you a 9, man.
The audio should be better now, or is it?
I can hear it, but I'm saying I can't hear it like plugged into the interface.
So, couple things for me, right? It sounded like your vocals was a little bit distorted from what I heard, right? The song was good. You have all the working parts because you were singing, and it's just me being a music guy. I would kind of tag that song as an R&B hip hop track because you're singing, and I would have added a bridge to elevate the song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I would have added a bridge to it. You know, I get a song. You know, you got to go back in. I don't know who engineered, but we need to go back in and fix your vocals. But they kind of sound, the vocals sound distorted. You know, from what I'm listening to it, it's kind of sound a bit distorted. And then two. You know, but it's your choice whether to add the bridge. I think as is, I give it a 7.
Hey, let me give you something on that vocal part. Just because Rico's saying that and it's on my mind while he's saying that. Let me give all of y'all something with these vocals. Let me give you something on how to get a clear vocal. The cleanest vocal that you can get is the lower you go in. The lower you go in, the cleaner your vocal will be. Meaning that minus 6 dB to 12 dB that Rico was talking about earlier, when you go in, let's say you're recording on a 2-track, right? Which means you just have the beat on 1 track, right? Look at your meters. Make sure that your meters is minus 6 to minus 12 dB. Your music should be at a level where it's not too loud, because what ends up happening and why your vocals are probably distorted is because you probably tried to rhyme over the beat or rap over the beat at the loudness that it is right now. And what happens is that you start pushing up your microphone so that it's trying to compete with the level of the music, and then you start pushing your vocals into distortion.
Agreed.
So the lower you go in, the cleaner you come out. Just remember that.
Great advice, man.
That's really good advice.
We like the song, you know, but for me, you know, I'm a hard grader, man. I remember, man, because I had hard teachers, man, and they kicked me in the behind, bro. I used to,
you got Def Jam behind you, man.
Right.
Stop it, man.
I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna lie, man. I used to feel like I wasn't gonna never, man, be able to make decent music, bro. They used to give me the gas, bro. Yeah. So I would say, man, to me, the only thing that I seen that was really missing is a bridge, because the bridge just would have took that song up to a whole nother level. And you know, and bridges are pretty easy, but something easy. You know,
they're not easy for everybody though.
They're not easy. But if you get this key, this key VST, man, called Hornet, it's gonna tell you what key you in. You want to do a nice bridge. If you always go to the fifth, you can build a bridge however you want to. But a key, if you go to the fifth note in the scale, whatever key that you in, and have your bridge in that key in the note in that fifth key of that scale, is gonna add a nice flavor to it, right?
Sure.
So you don't have to remember everything. And I know there's really not a lot of videos for artists creating bridges, because bridges are still that mystery that musicians know how to do.
Right.
Because a lot of people that are producing music, they're really not real musicians. They don't really play, right? So you know, everything is really just kind of sequenced out. You know what I mean? So, but adding a bridge to that song, because the song is dope.
Right.
If they gonna say we old, man. You talking about a bridge?
I know, man.
But it's needed though sometimes. But that goes to show our age. But that was when music was a little realer, you know.
I'm not gonna say nothing about the bridges, bro, because I did one myself. And here's the thing about putting a bridge in a song. It can be the same bridge for both verses. Like I've done that before. I did and I think it was different. I get it. I hope that you get it. This place is not paradise. You think that it is, but you gamble your soul away with Satan's paradise. At the end of the first verse, it was that. At the end of the second verse, it was that. Because I'm trying to, your bridge is basically bringing your point home. So it's like you got the verses that make sense to everything, and then you got the bridge that says, okay, now that I brought you to the destination, it's right across here, but I'm gonna have to take your hand and I'm gonna lead you over here. So your bridge, it literally carries the rest of and ties in your verses to the hook of your song and everything, and then that way you can put the point of the song in the bridge, and that's it. Now you in there. You don't
now, for everybody that's listening, every song don't need no bridge, so don't think that you need a bridge on every song.
Yeah, please don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't.
Please don't do that.
You got to think of what a bridge does. It adds, it expands life.
Depth. It gives your song depth.
Depth and life. And when a song like, when I say that song, because it's good, right? It's good, but you can have, it can be you can add another level of depth to it to extend that by adding a bridge to it. You know what I mean? At that point, if you added a bridge, man, I would say, man, easily that song could be like an 8.5.
I'm at
maybe 9.
I'm at a 8.5 on it anyway.
You know what? I gave him a 9. But Rico, Rico pulling me back, man. But he making sense though. You making sense. But yeah, of all the things they said, I would have gave it an 8. I was being nice because I really did dig the song.
No, this one's a bop though, for real. I would play this. What I did was I took my headphones off too, and turned my speakers up so I could hear what it sounded like outside of my headphones. Now in my headphones, that was really loud. But when I took my headphones off and I hear the mix in the speakers, then everything that seemed really loud in my ears wasn't so loud. So, you know what I'm saying?
And again, that may be his engineer too. Like because let me tell you something.
He's 45 years old, by the way, so he understands the bridges.
Oh, okay. My man, you welcome to the club, homie.
Welcome to the club, bro.
Hey, I'm a little older than you, man, 45. So, I'm up there with Rico. Rico got me by a year, but I'm up there, But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. I dug it, man. I really dug it.
Yeah. And the only other thing I would say is, and I was thinking during your especially during your second verse, because you are singing it with the help of auto-tune, maybe be a little bit more creative on how you place your notes. So like, in other words, having one flat note for so long, you know what I'm saying, can get a little tedious to the ears. And then when you change it,
I'm not laughing at you. Excuse me. Somebody had said something to me from the chat. That's in the chat.
I got you.
About Rico. Rico, I gotta let you know that after. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But when you did change it, then it was like a breath of fresh air, or like a sigh of relief. Okay. Yeah. He understands it a little. So maybe be a little bit more creative on when to change the tone of what you're saying. That way you don't bore your listeners out. But otherwise, good job on it. This one's a bop for me. Like I said, I'm at 10. All right, so
hold on before 10. You move on. Somebody said to me just now. I said, give the song some depth. I said DEPTH. Oh, okay. And they said Rico was saying death. Like you're killing the man. They said he was saying the word death, DEATH. I said no. We're talking about depth, DEPTH, you guys. Yeah, depth. But
I'm country, man. I'm country, man. So
so the guy
you need to hear that PTA.
we don't form the words down here, man. So
I'm country, bro. Don't kill. I'm country, man.
It's all right. Somebody text me that just now. Said, you said depth, but my man said death.
All right, so I got Royal Sap that's on deck now. The Save Me Sexy joint was just one y'all heard earlier because I was talking about it, but in the middle of our little transition. So he sent one, and it's called Lap. I will tell you exactly what that means in a minute because I'm pretty sure it's an acronym. But I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit the play button. So here we go. This is Royal Sap, Lap.
Yeah. Royal Side, baby. It's live.
Oh, it actually is loud.
Y'all ain't ready. Hey, my lyrics geared for them sicknesses, but y'all sicknesses is full of ignorance. Christ-like close parentheses, my circumferences full of Jesus kids. Period. I'm not the one to run on. Fear on the fair, catch it when I get my pun on. Threaded in needle, I got a list of people. Born to a seamstress, so forth to someone. Tell me what I put on. That don't describe me as gravity defiant. Stimulate your mind, it's a tool, you should try it. Lord help me, a compulsive thief. I take keys, put the proceeds with the bees. You ever seen the people high beams looking weed? Royal sap sounding through your corner, you bling. This is esteem. Kicking the door with the Lord, every knee bow down to the floor. Foundation sure, I got a river in my core. Under the protest, I can see under the sword. This is warfare. Flesh in the morgue belongs there. Baby ain't fair, so I'm dressed for the rain like I'm ready for the flood. I can see walk, cause I'm covered with the blood. Let them hitters throw mud. I just rather the storm, let them know under the sun. Let me inhale, exhale. Resident bought with a price, no gold, no presidents, no shark tail, no word. I'm a hell of it. I'm an official man by will. Gave me a tip, worn like a bill. Breathe up into my gills, I'm like, what the deal? Told me do his will. Now swordfish, I prickle when I read his conviction. Cause the pictures how to execute a mission. This is what it looks like, got the dust sweep. Leaf in the beat, breeze underneath wings. If you're looking for me, you can find me at peace. If you're hungry, I can break you all bars and Siamese. Haters to the sticker when it better. How sweet design would be. A farm man full of joy would preach. Need heat, call me, no feature fee. If the beat sound cool, I record a fleece. Play it back, that's 1,000 degrees. I make it hard to breathe. I turn the Wayne to Weezes. I'm just being facetious, Mr. Bean, basically. This is Kobe, said he won a GC team. Lyrically, I'm ballin', now you rapping Cindy Dean. Got a looking there right, cause I'm on my Billie Jean. Every day I get the Lord's night, not to leave my nights. Hearts on contract, free indeed. I'm a branch on the vine, so believe I'ma do it. I was blind in my life with the sky, I blew it. I was just another recreation portion, chasing to the end of the road. Her voice said cool, and now I'm on bended knees. Rain can't stood through it, word right in front dry, just never let fluid. You were looking at it, new addition from a boy to a man. If it isn't love, you're gonna have to prove it. The y'all triangles and the y'all sound foolish. On my side's congruent. What happens when he wants? Hey. You were looking at a new addition from a boy to a man. If it doesn't love, prove it then. The y'all triangles and they all look foolish. Look, on my side's congruent, man. What happens when he wants to get suited? Balled up feelings, got me ducking, I duke it. I remain Cupid. Miller off screen, I'ma shoot it. 1 foot 3 when I'm moving, dick up still hard in the pain like you. But I'm blessed with the gift to run track. Hard doors with the bomb. When I patch it up a ton, in the trench, you catch it on. But just bring you back it on. Put it in your palm when you get a rip and run. This is not a race, ain't this a marathon. I know about the pain in your heels, but it's cool. Remember the beginning when he told you that we bruise? Bruise cause you crushed when the adversary buck. On the devil's head when they ask me what's up. If Jesus don't reign in your life, then you lack it. I be in the drought, come double what I asked him. I am not a fan, chill 10 dead. So the good leader follows on my way into his bread. Says I'm not of this world, I'm about judges up in heaven. The enemy is trying to blood me on my mansion. Used to play the block down, pussy with the rock. Crash life on the other ground, singing sand, man. I'm a real Christian, no food gaze. Every day I'm writing my eulogy. Ain't no name above Jesus' name, so y'all can miss me with that foolery. I'm spirit filled, what can you do to me? To kill the flesh, you doing me a favor. To be absent from that body means to be present with my Savior. Lay up, wake up, sick and servant for the leader. Juggers, I let them heat up the furnace, cause it's a fleet of the firm. Trying to deplete on my earnings. I wear the whip of the furnace, just let me be as determined. I fit the bill of thurman. My God's to the feet, this is beginning to run it. The mother God's wins lows like Rich's cousin. New mind coming, feeling like to find or something. I earth kill, cause I'm flying at the sound of the trumpet. I ain't talking percussion, I big snare, cause nothing with the detention, the bucket, that's a regular reference. When it's nights like this, I ain't too proud to beg. Father, I need your strength, a tree falls red lens. I'm just trying to bear fruit like two can loops. Just a branch on the vine, Lord, you're well prone. Same power that the bush had, I got that too. By the fire, tested by the fire proof. And I ain't talking percussion, I bring the snare, cause nothing with the detention, the bucket, that's a regular reference. When it's nights like this, I ain't too proud to beg. Father, I need your strength, I tree falls red lens. I just had to run it back just to show y'all proof. Just a branch on the vine, Lord, you're well prone. Same power that the bush had, I got that too. By the fire, tested by the fire, I'm proof. It's a lot.
First of all, yeah, I would definitely say he out-rapped the song. Good Lord.
He out-rapped the song, got the britches.
He was going in though, but
hey,
man.
Go ahead. You go first.
Only thing I'm saying is lyrically, he is a beast. Like, I was sold on that, but I couldn't hardly hear though. I had to turn it up.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and finish, Rashad.
Nope, that's all I got. EQ was terrible. EQ was terrible, but I'm gonna let you go with it.
Because I got to mention the EQ. man, you guys, man, gotta take your music man to engineers, man.
Please.
Like, to real, because an engineer, a great engineer, man, can take your song out of mediocrity and shoot it through the roof, man. Right. The thing that I'll say with this song is the music is dope. Couple things. I like the switch ups, right? I like the switch ups that add depth, not death. Add depth. Of the country, right? But on the second sequence, you took too much stuff out on the second sequence. Now the second sequence came in on the change up. It was dope. I like that, but you took too much stuff out. I would have put some pianos in to kind of add some flavor to keep it moving. Because if you go too low, it kind of take away too much energy, and then it just kind of seems kind of awkward when you come back. So, however, I just would have, I at least would have added some pianos on that second sequence. The lyrics are dope, but in spots, man, you rap so doggone fast, you was off key. I mean, not off time, off rhythm, right? You fell off in a couple places, which doing some of the tongue twisters, man, that you was doing, man, it's dope. But I probably would have, if I was engineering you, man, I would have had you wrap those bars over so we could tighten it up a little bit more.
He was. I felt like this was probably more of a stretch out for him, if anything. Probably like what I'm saying, like every once in a while, the artist will get on the track just to kind of showcase a little bit. This is something you want to take to a label and say, hey, look, this is what I can do right here. So I feel like I'm good enough to be signed by you based on this. Here, hit play. Now, I do think it was too long. If the intention was for it to be a something for you to showcase your skill or ability, I do feel like it was too long. And I love the change ups. I like the fact that he didn't stay with the same cadence throughout the entire thing on either of the three different tracks. But I would have given maybe a strong 16 or a strong 32 on each one of them and been done with it and move on to the next one, not rap an entire song, then rap another entire song without a hook, then another entire song without a hook. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was so thrown off by not really being able to hear. And then the other thing is, I really had to turn the volume all the way up, like wide open, just to get the volume out of it. So, you know what I'm saying? If a person that's listening to it in a car, for example, they would have, the next song coming on would have probably had them messed up. Because it would have been way too loud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would have blew him out the water. Huh?
And it's too long, man. You got to realize, man, when you rapping fast, one, people are trying to listen to what you're saying, and it'll get, and I'm struggling to hear what you're saying, and it's too long, I'm going to turn you off, right? So I'm going to go back to Aaron. Aaron says song structure, 16 bars, 16. When you rapping like that, if you're gonna do that, if you do a 32 bar and you're done, you ain't coming back no more. If you're gonna rap like that, you got your intro, you coming in with your hook, then you do your 32 bars, right? Then you go back to the hook and you go out, if that's what you're doing, right?
That's why I said
I agree with somebody in the chat. It took a little bit too long for you to do the switch ups. You know what I mean?
That's what I meant.
But I would have, did them earlier, like someone said in the chat, which that's a good catch right there as well. But I also would have added some piano so it wasn't go as low. And, other than that, man, I mean, I get a song need a little work. I give it a 6, man. 6. You fix everything in it and EQ where we can really hear it, man. And you might get a couple more points, man, but as is, man, like a 6. And that's because we know that you can rap.
Somebody said 10 on the Roderick Dillard said 10 on the first one. The rest of them he didn't really say anything about. And of course Jordan was just like, whew. I don't know what that means or whether it's good or bad. But Aaron, where you at, man? What you got?
I was trying to stay away from that one.
Oh, All right.
I don't listen. Can you guys see me?
We can see you. I saw you turn
We can
away.
see you, man.
I saw you turn away.
Go to child in, bro. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna stay away from that one.
All right.
Next.
All right. So Morgan McHale. Did I say that right?
Yes.
All right. Zoe been in here in chat faithfully. Have been waiting on this. Faithfully. Zoe should have.
We got you, Zoe.
Zoe should have reached in her pocket and paid for the skip ahead of time.
Amen.
Look, I'm paying for a skip for somebody. Okay, don't say nothing.
Wait a minute. LFE said that's my daughter. Don't be talking about her like that.
It's all love, I promise. All right, so this one's called "Keeping Me," and it is her stepdaughter. So let's.
No.
Wait. No.
Zoe Baker is my stepdaughter. It's
your
her friend.
Stepdaughter. I got it.
Yeah, it's her friend. Yeah.
I got it. All right, here we go. Hold on, wait. Let me hit the pause button because it's starting out like a slow jam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the slow jams from the 90s. All right. I'm going to hit play. I'm sorry. Let me quit messing around.
Oh, I thought you were playing it and I wasn't hearing it.
No. I'm saying it sound like a slow jam from the beginning, man. Slow jam R&B joint.
Running around trying to quench my thirst. You were there to carry me through the hurt. I can never begin to understand. You see me for who I really am. You carry me through the storms. I begin to see what your love is really like. You're my light. It's your love. 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 It's your love that's keeping me. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love that's keeping me. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love that's keeping me. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love that's keeping me. When I try to wrap my head around your thoughts, it's like I'm feeling so incomplete. But you always come for me, and you're showing me your glory. When I'm alone, I begin to see you for who you are. You rain down your love on me, sweet as honey. Oh, I thank you, God. You carry me, you're sending me your joy and your peace. I can never outrun your love, so I say today, it's your love, it's your love, hey, it's your love, it's your love that's keeping me. It's your love, it's your love, hey, it's your love that's keeping me. It's your love, it's your love, hey, it's your love that's keeping me. It's your love, it's your love, hey, it's your love that's keeping me. I don't know what I did to deserve your love. You're bringing me joy, coming straight from above. Lord, I love you and I need you. It's your love that sees me through. You just rain down on me. You sing your blessings in your glory. Oh God, I'm thankful for you. 'Cause God, you're seeing me through. It's your love. It's love. It's your love. It's love. It's your love. It's your love that's keeping me. It's your love. It's love. It's your love. It's your love. It's your love that's keeping me. It's your love. It's love.
was pretty. Okay. All right.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
I really only have one thing. And that is, with that piano being an acoustic piano, I would have, and this is probably just because I play bass, but I probably would have gotten a real bass line in it, not a simulated one, just because it would change the feel of the song. In my opinion, I almost went back in, grabbed my bass, and plugged it into the mixer, and then just played it so that you could hear the difference of what it sounds like with the actual real electric bass versus a simulated one. And that's probably just the producer. But overall, man, I enjoyed the song. It's soft, it's sweet. It feels like it's a nice change up. I'll put it that way. It's a nice change up.
I would say, man, the vocals need pitch correcting, first thing. The second thing is, when you're singing like that all the way through in the song, you got a lot of holes in that song. When I say holes, you needed some ad-libs throughout your verses and maybe some effects on those ad-libs. You kind of add just more space, because the song is pretty, it sounds good, but it's boring, right? Because it needs to move. The hook is cool. The hook is cool. But effects, a lot of times when people put effects on vocals for different reasons, but when you put effects on vocals for the right reasons, and it's really to fill the gaps in the song, right? That's kind of what I would do. And then two, and again, because you're singing, I would add a bridge to the song, and I would have had the bridge go in a different way, so that maybe your vocals would have had to change, some to kind of break up the monotony in the song, But other than that, that's the only thing I would say. Other than that, I mean, I give a song, I give it a strong 6.8. But you need to make some of those changes to it. That's just, But hey, I'm a hard grader.
You said a 6 to an 8.
I'm gonna say 6.8. 6.8.
Oh, okay. I got
6.8.
For me, I agree a lot with you. I agree with everything you said. And I'm even gonna add in that even if she didn't have a bridge, I would have liked to see her voice peak a little bit at the end and do some riffs, as well as some ad-libs at the end, just to give it some more movement, like you said. But a bridge would have really gave it that movement, and a bridge, going back to what Rico said, would have made her peak, because she would have had to come out of that bridge into a, she would have had, you know what I'm talking about, fellas, when you come out that bridge, you're coming out that bridge.
Not that, but yeah.
So, hey, I don't got my auto-tune hooked up, bro.
But yeah, I'm.
But it's a pretty song.
It is a very.
That was only the second time I heard it. I got it and I listened to it and sent it right to you, and I listened to it without any thought about it because I really wasn't listening to Judge at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with everything Rico said.
Them keys though, I love piano and songs, man, especially if you do it right. I love that.
Somebody said the hook overpowered the hook overpowered the vocals. Somebody just texted me that.
I could hear that. That's one thing too, and it's hard to mix lead vocals with background vocals when chords are when there's so many different chords to deal with. Especially because sometimes your ears will favor what you like to hear the most. Some people don't like to hear the melody; they like how their voice sounds in a higher register. So if they're doing it themselves, or even if they're sitting in the room with the engineer and they just kind of tweaking stuff and changing it, they'll ask, "Hey, can you turn that part up a little bit more? Because I like to hear I like the way that sounds." But then it throws off everything. So. A good engineer knows how to mix that down. to the point where it's not overpowering. But overall though, good job on this song.
Yeah. And I would have gave her he said 6.8. I would have gave her about the same.
Yeah, I'll give her a solid 7. So we'll say 7s across the board. That's the completion. Rush, what's up with you? Rush is back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all missed Rush last week. All right. I'm trying to decide if I wanna go to the next skip or go to the next artist because this artist skipped once already.
Well, if he skipped, we'll go to the skip because he paid the skip.
All right.
That's right.
That's what it's from.
Which one you said? He typed it in chat. Let me see which one he said. He said he sent a couple more. One he want to skip. I know the artist name. All right. Storytellers, you gotta tell me which one, or if I'm just picking one, and I'm gonna click the first one. So good. Or can you hear me? Y'all tell me. So good, maybe. Let's go with this one.
Start it over.
All right, he wants redemption.
Well, Lord. Couldn't have made it without you. You're so good. You're so good. You're so good. I'm a mess. You are Lord. There's no mess too big. You're so good. You bigger than any problem I don't face, anything I don't been through. You stood by my side when all I did was offend you. I don't play church, never even pretend to. Repentance, that's what men do. Boy, straight simple.
Hey.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna start it back over again. That's fire.
Hey.
That's fire.
Huh? Beast Coast. That's that Beast Coast fire.
Bro, I got the chills on my body. Oh my God.
We need Rick Ross on that one, man.
Woo, hey, bro. That's a hit record, dog. That's what
it reminds me of.
That's a hit record, bro. That's it. But no, start it from the beginning. We're gonna see it all the way through.
Okay.
But we're gonna go and get them flowers in the front, though. That's a hit. That's
hold on. The back might not get no flowers though. Let's hear all of it.
But, you know what, Sophia? Let me hear it. Go back to the beginning.
I was trying to listen, Rico. Gosh, I'm trying to listen before I react. I'm like,
all right.
Hold on. Roger Dillard already texted me and put fire too.
All right, so look, I'm sold from the jump. Okay, I'm sold from the jump. Just so you know.
But we're gonna play it back from the beginning, though. Go ahead and play it back to me.
Man, where he at?
I'm being country, bro.
Where is he at? Hey, yo, you gonna have to speak up, sir. You gonna have to speak up for this one. You gotta hold up for this. All right, storytellers. That's who that is. The person
was fire, man.
The person that's in the chat. It's the storytellers.
I'm gonna say this to you, bro. Before you hear it play, bro. If ever your song that you put out after that song ain't fire like that, dude, I'm coming to your house and I'm duct taking your whole family, bro. When you put that fire like that, bro, every song you do needs to be that caliber, bro. You wanna,
yes.
But go ahead and hit play, dog.
Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Let me go back. All right. God, man.
Well, Lord. Couldn't have made it without you. You're so good. You're so good. You're so good. I'm a mess. Well, Lord. No mess too big. So good. So good. You bigger than any problem I don't face, anything I don't been through. You stood by my side when all I did was offend you. I don't play church, never even pretend to. Repentance, that's what men do. Heart straight simple. And I really don't even know the depths. but I know that you are my only help. Cause so many times I tried, but my efforts led to failure and rebellion. I can't save myself. You came to help me save me from myself. For that I'm eternally grateful. Cause without you in my heart, I'm just lustful, prideful, disrespectful, and hateful. Yeah, with some of them traits I still wrestle. You try to take them, I hold them tighter. I need to let you in. Let sanctification begin. Cause the work you started within gon' be with me until the end. So let the credits roll. All you gon' see is Jesus. He the producer, the director, and the story role. Give me that white robe. I'm on my Bruce Leroy. Learn from the master to keep searching till I find a glow. Will I bow? No. Ain't no devil from here to hell or Harlem. Situations or problems, riches, fame, or stardom. Able to take Jesus up my heart because he got it and I'm nothing without him. You are Lord, you are Lord, you are Lord. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You are Lord, you are Lord, you are Lord. So good, you're so good. Lord, even with my life a mess, you continue to bless. Joy and happiness, the difference between checkers and chess. Yes, no one giving occasion to the flesh. Walk in the spirit, I'm sure he'll take me to higher depths. I can't tell if the clouds are coming down or if I'm going up. All I know is that Christ deserves the crown. I don't deserve a frown. So if you see me out here cheesing this, cause Jesus don't took my burdens and laid them down. I'm tired of holding back, hiding in the cut. He set me free for the generation that's coming up. Stuck with promethazine off in their cup. Shoulder lean and willing to kill just to make a buck. It's all truth, no lies. It's not too late, God can save your lives. That's what I tell them as I look them in their eyes. It's like looking in the mirror inside my soul cries. You are Lord, you are Lord, you are Lord. Hey, you're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You are Lord, you are Lord, you are Lord. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. Woo!
So, bro,
10.
10. Hands down, bro. Listen, like, bro. And I'm trying to get cats to understand as Christian artists, you need to be making music like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If you're not making music that make your listeners, man, feel like that to bring them, bro, you might as well listen. When I listen to Aaron's album, man, same reaction. You know, and the audience had the same reaction.
Thank you.
Your music, that's how you do music as a Christian artist. Like, this is, man, I declare, man, it brought me to a level of, like, I was like, man, shoot, this cat rapping on the level of Tupac on that passion in the music, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, that's what it brought me to. I thought about Tupac, man. I was listening to your music, bro.
Absolutely. I thought about Rick Ross. It brings me to Ross. It brings me even newer than Tupac. It brings me to Ross. It brings me to something like Ross. My man, we need to do a feature, homie. We need to do a collaboration. I need a feature. I need a feature from you on my new album. Bro, and Rico, thank you. I didn't know you finished listening to the whole album.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is, bro, you don't need to be on no music review, right? You pretty much, man, a professional artist, storyteller.
What are you talking about?
Storyteller. Yeah, man. I mean, you're a professional artist, bro.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying?
But it's hard to find those outlets. So, you know, you got people that's on a level like him that need to, or think they need to come to these reviews because they don't know where else to go.
Well, that's the thing, though, and that's So the platform of Must Be Heard Radio is about just that. It's helping people connect to these artists who are like diamonds in the rough. Because I would say that that this is one of those artists. Just like last week, I forget who it was. I know Rush was one of them that sent in a track, and when we heard it, we was like, "Man, this is way beyond." And then you go to look at his stream numbers, and it's like, this man's got 30K streams on Spotify, and he got 50K subscribers and all this kind of stuff. But Rapzilla not playing him. You know what I mean? Because they no disrespect.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. It's terrible.
I got an issue with Rapzilla.
No disrespect.
No disrespect.
Man, the politics in that music thing is terrible. It's been terrible. It's been terrible, man.
I've been saying for years, man, that we need, and if you're listening, man, to this, if you're that person, man, we need somebody, man, to create other platforms that like Rapzilla, so all these artists make it, because we just need a different changing of the guard. Mm-hmm. You know, to give people an opportunity to not just be bought and you know, I'm for music, man. I love music, and I get excited when I hear any artist, man.
Right.
Like, you know, I ain't doing nothing. Hey, although I'm not producing this cat, or you know, I can still get excited because, man, we need music to listen to. Now, listen, I always tell a person this: whenever you create music, you do a song. If I don't want to hit replay when that song is over, the song is really not that good. And I'm because the word I need to know where that song, when you release that song, make sure you send me that link. I'm going to support.
Same way. Hold up. Now, I'm the same way, but I'm going to say it like this. Anytime I feel like I want to offer you a beat, yo, man, you need a beat, I got you. You know, anytime I feel like that I want you to even that I want you to rap on my stuff. That's special, man, because I can feel it, man.
If you want me to do some music for you, dog,
me too.
Because we split publishing 50-50. You ain't got to pay no money up front. I'm gonna open the door. That's kind of how I do when I meet artists, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's right. This is what it's for, bro. Like you dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't have me. And I done gave you all this praise. Please don't have another song. That's a zero.
That's terrible. Yeah.
You know, don't. You know, don't do that to me.
And likewise, if you want Rico to work on some stuff with you, I'll pitch in with Rico. You got me too, man. I'm here for you. You need something, I got you, dog. And I'm, you know, I never been signed. I never been with G Unit. I never been with Def Jam. But you know, God is my Def Jam. So I know what I can do. So you know what I mean? So, I get it popping for real.
And I'm gonna put this out there again, just so that you know you guys can share the information that you get from here with the other artists in the circles that you run in, because you know naturally artists always run in other circles. So Must Be Heard Radio and the Must Be Heard Radio Network is literally built to support artists who are independent, who are
absolutely
doing exactly what y'all doing right now. Whether you're a producer, or anything of that nature, producer, engineer, you got videos you want to put out, all that kind of stuff. That's what this platform is built for. It's a counterculture platform, because I don't care for culture either. I don't like the fact that, and I don't want to name drop. I don't want to seem like that. You know, we're going after these major peoples, if you will. But
he said
you're right though. It sucks out there, man.
He just said that song 4 years old. Like, bro,
what?
That song 4 years old?
No, it's 4 years old to him. It ain't 4 years old to people that never heard it. Listen, something that people never heard is new.
Bro, we ain't never heard that. So that's one of them Prince records. That's one of them vault records. you put that record in a vault, bro, and bring it back 5 years later. It's flaming. Yeah. It's hot, bro.
Yeah,
that's hot, bro.
But
that's hot, bro.
Man, for real, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we would have never known.
You need to do a video to that, bro.
Most definitely.
Like every song that you do as an artist, man, you need to do a video. A video is important, man, because the lifespan of the song right now is like maybe 3 months. it was just audio. You got to do a video, man, to your song to add longevity to that song, man. So I'm just saying that to you. That need to be on video, bro. Right there, you'll get 1 million views, bro. I'm telling you that.
Rush.
If you going to somebody, man, that know how to write storylines, for you, man, for that song, man, and you do that and it's right, bro, man, that's 1 million views easily, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm just telling you that. Or the song hot, bro.
Yeah.
Rush, send me something real quick, please. But yeah, man, look,
we need to, and we want to support Must Be Heard Radio, man, because this platform is the epitome of what Rapzilla started, but they went to a whole nother direction. You know what I mean? So, that's the thing. I'm not for the click stuff. I feel like everybody should be heard. Now listen, when I hear you and you whack, then you whack.
You're getting called
right?
out.
but I'm just not gonna put you to the side just because you ain't sharing enough money, or just because I don't like you as a person. But if your music is dope, man, I'm gonna play your music, man.
Right.
I don't really like, there's music, there's politics in music. It is what it is. But I'm not a politician. I don't like to participate, to be honest with you.
Right.
Well,
I'm gonna shoot this out here while we talking about supporting Must Be Heard Radio. A lot of y'all can't see my shirt, but the merch line that we've been working on this finally came in today. I was so excited and got it. I got some more stuff coming in too, but I'm gonna take a little small commercial break because this is how I like to do this. So if you haven't been to our website yet, there's 2 ways that you can get to our merch store. Now, we launched almost a month ago now, and there's a lot of great things for you guys to use as ministry tools as you out doing ministry in the streets and trying to reach out to people. One of my favorite collections is the Keep God Great one. Now, these are high quality, high grade materials. So, you know what I'm saying? We ain't giving y'all no cheap stuff or none of that. But I try to, we work on adding new things just about every day or every other day or at least once a week. So some of the colorways you see have kind of changed, and we've added some extra ones since then. Here is one of my favorite ones. Now, I don't know why this is my favorite one. Maybe it's because of the colorway with the logo, but you know what I'm saying, if you want to get out and do some ministry and just kind of help spread the word about not only Must Be Heard Radio, but also about the gospel of Jesus Christ, then these collections are something that can add flavor to what it is that you're doing. So head over to mustbeheardradio.shop and you'll see everything that we have in collection there. Notifications come to us directly, so as soon as you send your stuff, you get messages from us and all that good stuff. So check out mustbeheardradio.shop. Everything, all these proceeds go to support our nonprofit radio station. So that way we can keep offering the services that we offer for all of you as being independent artists and the platform that we have as well. So all right. Commercial's done.
I was waiting on the commercial you played last week. You literally did the commercial.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't feeling it this week, not like that.
It's all right. I was just saying it kind of bugged me out because I kept waiting on to see pop up.
I'm still getting used to doing advertisement stuff like that. I'm good at talking to people in person, but when it comes to talking over the internet, man.
Hey man, I want to say this before you roll on. I love you guys, man, and everybody that's in here, I love you guys. But man, these guys, Rico is the first time I'm on with Rico tonight, man. He's a special dude, man. I could tell you got a lot of stuff with you, dog. And Roshad, man, just man, thank you, man, for having me on, man.
Yeah, we love you too, bro.
That one single that I put out, and your wife said to hey, share it. I don't know how it got to her, but she came in my inbox. Hey, would you like to share that? And I shared it, and here I am, man. This is the next week I was a guest, and then this is the week after, and it's like I think we got something, man. And I thank you, man.
Honestly, man, we got a feel on this, bro. I mean.
Yeah.
because I love the chemistry, bro. Go ahead,
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead on it. Go ahead, Aaron.
Go ahead, Rashad. Sorry.
I'm with it, man. I love it. If y'all like it, I love it, man. I appreciate y'all definitely doing this. It's it's an honor for me on both ways. One, because I get to work beside my mentor, and and then after meeting you, Aaron, and talking to you, you know what I'm saying, it just kind of clicked right from the jump.
Yes, sir.
And everything, man. So, man, y'all do is dope, man. I'm sitting here taking notes myself from listening to y'all too. So I'm like, yes, all right, yeah. But we definitely got to build on it, man, for real.
Likewise, man. You even doper, brother.
Yeah, man.
And
you done grown a whole lot, man. And
hey, Rico, Rico, where was you at when I needed a Def Jam? I couldn't run into no Rico then. Now here I am with a guy been with G Unit and everything, you know.
But you know the thing is, man, now, bro, placements, man, are out of style now.
I know it. Yeah.
Because they don't really pay you, like they did in the day. And I tell any artist, man, doing a deal is not bad, right? It's just that you already want to have money before you sit to the table, so you can kind of negotiate. And but as an independent, the thing is, independent artists, they really don't know. It's really better to be independent, but if you don't know what to do, because when you start getting so high up, man, you just got to have a team. So I think the foundation, everybody need to understand the foundation. And this show is so great, man, because we can help you, essentially, man. And then, because as we sit here thinking, you might even want to come, you might want to hire us, as a team, man, to A&R your project, bro, to make sure that it's good. You know what I mean? Because the whole idea, man, if you don't know how to structure your stuff and put your music together, essentially, man, you can have a diamond or multiple diamonds, but if you don't shape it and put it the right way, it's going to be hard, man, to make it work. And that's the one thing that I began to grow when I kind of got out of my feelings about my music, because I realized there was somebody that's smarter than me.
Yeah.
There's somebody, and my mentor, man, this cat, man, he was assistant to Quincy Jones. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, man, my first studio, I couldn't even put my equipment together. I bought everything that he had in his studio, and he had to come and put labels on the chords because there was too many chords, me hooking up my boards, all that. I couldn't even hook stuff together. You know what I'm saying? And he was using Logic, sending him mixing master records, man, at an apartment studio where he lived at in his house, and those same records, man, you see cats get Grammys from music that he made in his bedroom, right?
Right.
So it opened my eyes, and that was my mentor, and the guy named is Trice Mason. He was Quincy Jones' assistant. Man, and it's different from being a musician and then going to try to, because all his brothers, man, got record deals. All of them, I remember I was sitting on the phone and they was talking to a record execs, man, and it's a different world, but that was not the independent game now, right? The game has changed, and being independent is better because you get to control everything, and you want it, and you own
your masters.
The masters are very important because you may want to license your music. Right. Music licensing is a huge thing right now. If somebody you might want to make music. When you license your music, you may have a catalog that you're making music for. You're not releasing that music to the public, but obviously when you want to license your music, it can't be released already, right? But you need to have a catalog of music that you're doing. And if there's a movie or a TV show, you might can pitch that song and they pick it up. Man, you can get paid $1,500 every month or more for just that one song. So it's a lot of things, but when you don't own your masters, you don't get to decide if your song go into a movie, a major movie, or a Sprite commercial. Whoever owns that master is going to get a chance to decide how that works. And they know that. That's why they want to own the masters, right? And even like now, all the major labels, they're buying up all the digital platforms. Because they still want to control the music. So I said all that to say I ain't gonna get into the record exec mode and all that, all that kind of crap. But I'm just saying, man, this is a great platform. We want to help you if you're serious about your music. The only thing we require, and I know, I can speak for myself, you know, if you want to be better, I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna give you. I cats inbox me and talk to me a lot, you know, all day and ask me questions. I never ever, because I don't believe in gatekeeping knowledge, right? Because there's enough success out here for everybody. Success is, you can define your own level of success. But if you're gonna do music, I don't believe in being cheap. I don't believe in being raggedy. You know what I'm saying? And when you sit back and look at my man's Aaron's studio, you don't see no $1 million knees boards. But dude, dope. He's dope. Because you can have essentially $1 million studio and you can sound like trash. I done seen it. Right?
Too many times. Well, it's going on right now in secular hip hop. Jokers sound just garbage, throwing up mess and junk. Not really, not talking about nothing and making millions. Not talking about nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? But that's the agenda, you know. But that's a whole different show.
Oh yeah, they got a whole different show. Yeah. All right, so, all right, I wanted Rush to send a track in too, just because Rico didn't hear him last week, and I wanted him to send one in. So, Rush sent in Provider. Now, somebody, I don't know who did it, but whoever it was that just sent a skip didn't send a name, so I don't know who it is, and I don't see a track in my email. So please make yourself known. In the meantime, I'm gonna hit this. This one's called "Provider" by Rush. It's unreleased also.
So that means it's not mastered.
Correct.
Okay.
I let Jesus take the wheel so I don't drift. Let my seat back, close my eyes. Just over here vibing what's being fed to my soul. Baptize me in the fire. Too much hell up on this earth, I won't let them take my life. Since a part of me, I pray that I get right. Heard that you is the only one that can fix it. I was caught up in this world, I never knew what I was missing. My God's a provider. They call him Jehovah Jireh. He's got everything you need. Love is guaranteed. Ain't no way I'm gonna let you fall if you're riding with me. My God's a provider. They call him Jehovah Jireh. He's got everything you need. Love is guaranteed. Ain't no way I'm gonna let you fall if you're riding with me. He takes me as I am. Heard that he was a problem solver, so I let him hear it. Fell down on my knees, receive his spirit. Father, take control of my life, bless my soul, just make it white. Anything that's not of you, take it away as I follow you. Know your son put it on the cross for our sins, but they still lost. We gotta teach him what about you. My God's a provider. They call him Jehovah Jireh. He's got everything you need. Love is guaranteed. Ain't no way I'm gonna let you fall if you're riding with me. My God's a provider. They call him Jehovah Jireh. He's got everything you need. Love is guaranteed. Ain't no way I'm gonna let you fall if you're riding with me.
Man, this one make me want to cry, bro. I don't even know. Oh my gosh.
It's a 10, bro.
This one, I threw the applause on that.
I have something to say with that one.
That one, this one made me want to cry.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 because I wanted more.
It was too short.
They wanted more.
That's why. I mean, I needed another 30 seconds of it.
Hey, bro, like, bro, that's a hit.
Yes,
like,
it is.
That's a hit, bro. Like, it's a hit. Ain't nothing else said. Like,
right.
What
You see, I got my finger over my lip, like I ain't got nothing else to say, bro.
I found no wrong. You know, I found no wrong in this man.
Only that I needed a little more.
We need a little more, bro.
Yeah,
but it's
I'm gonna tell you why though, and I'm a lyric person too, and thank my wife for this, because she tell me all the time maybe I should listen to my own stuff because I don't even listen to my own lyrics. But I love lyricism. I love when a song tells a story, but then it also makes you think. You know what I'm saying? And all I can think of listening to it, especially that what was going on in the hook with in the background when he was saying "is my provider" and they was singing it in the background, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is speaking to my spirit. That's what you want as an artist. As an artist, your job is to paint a picture.
Yep.
And not say anything else. So you don't have to say nothing when you paint the picture the right way. In a case where it makes a person, where it resonates in their spirit and they feel what's going on. Like I feel like listening to that made me go back and think of all the times that God provided when we didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Or all of the healings and different things that are taking place in my own personal life, and in my family's life as well. When we didn't have enough faith, or we didn't have enough money, or enough food, and all these things. And so when you can make music that that resonates in somebody's spirit, it doesn't matter if it's hip hop or if it's gospel. If the spirit is right and your spirit is right when you're doing it, God will do the rest. So, that was
you over here
beautiful.
You got me getting ready to go. I need some tissue, man.
Tearing up and crying and stuff.
Yeah, you got me over here, man, because I'm feeling the same way you feeling, bro. Yeah, man. Good song, brother. I give you a 20, man.
Oh, bro. Like, bro, this is dope, bro. Like, you know what, man? I read a little comment you said that you had been getting rejected, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I started playing instruments in church, man, and you know the bigger kids never would let me play. When I want to jump on a set of drums, they would never let me play. Never. It's like almost like the devil was trying to keep his foot on my neck, you know.
It was.
And what it did was I used to go home and beat on lampshades and boxes, you know, pans. You know, I started drum. I'd be beating on anything I can get on, man, and practicing horns. And over time, you know, and people always try to reject me. I never got an opportunity without having to take an opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? So it got me down. But how I dealt with that, I just got better. You know what I'm saying? And today, man, when I look around my studio, man, I'm like, people like, man, how you get all this? Like, bro, I spent money. I don't buy rims for my cars, bro. I don't believe in that. That's
nah,
right.
Yeah.
But I buy 2,000. If the interface is $2,000, and I know it's gonna help my son, it's done.
or a compressor. I need a new compressor or something.
It's done.
Yeah.
You know, I got 2 Mac Pros.
Yeah.
But you know, but my wife, I got holes in my socks. My wife always says,
right.
"Why don't you go buy some socks?" Like they don't know I got holes in my socks.
Hold on, me and you both. I'm the same way as you, bro. I got $3,000 sitting on my desktop. I ain't got a pair of drawers to put on tomorrow.
bro, I got holes in my clothes, bro.
Not literally, y'all, but you know.
Hey, literally. Literally, bro.
Yo,
I'm a country boy. Hey, my wife be like, why you just want to go buy? We got money. Like, until they fall off my behind, I'm just not gonna go and buy them.
Oh man,
you can't see the holes in my socks, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My feet not off. I'm not taking my shoes off. So you know what I'm saying? You can't see my underwear. And if I have an accident, they gonna cut that stuff off anyway to try to get me off the journey. So what difference does it make?
Oh my.
Yo,
I'm just saying, bro.
You crazy, man. Yo, cause I'm with you. That's why I feel it like that.
But when you look, bro, but I got hard. Listen, let me show you something.
No, we don't want to see it.
No.
We don't want to see it draws.
No.
Cut the camera, bro.
No. Fired.
Yo, that's my man right there. That's my boy right there.
Listen, all those doggone hard. I got hard drawings.
Yo, hey, you my man forever now.
I got hard drives. With sound files.
Well, I thought you was going to get your drawers, man.
Hey, that's what I put my money into, bro. This music.
Oh man, yeah, me too.
On a real tip, bro. Anything else? There's other stuff.
Yeah,
and I do play Xbox. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I do. Play Xbox.
I don't do the games now.
Me.
If I got time to do the if I got time to do the Xbox, that means I could be making a beat. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, but I have to wind down. So
I was just gonna say that's my wind down.
Yeah,
time,
that's my relief.
My fiance will tell you I don't wind down, and when I do, it's on another beat or another recording. I gotta to detox, man, to de-stress from the day, man. Right? Detox.
It'd be too much going on during the daytime, and then my phone rings 90 to nothing all the time. So like,
y'all gonna make me get an Xbox
when I get home from work. A lot of times,
you don't even know what you're missing, dog.
Yeah,
I got an Xbox X, bro.
He didn't got the big joint.
But you know what? I make my I'm a home person, man. I don't hang out, bro.
Right.
Like my studio up here.
Right.
I don't really live. I literally could live in the house, man, for 5 years. Yeah. As long as I got internet, a credit card, and a cell phone. I ain't got to go out the house. My wife just like me, bro. We good, bro. It don't have to be no pandemic to be stuck in the house. We don't go nowhere anyway, man.
Right.
So it's good, you know.
Ain't nothing out there.
I just wanted to encourage you, Rush, man. Keep doing it, bro, and keep getting better. You know, because that people, man. Music is never going nowhere, bro. You can't imagine a world without music. Music are always gonna be needed, bro. And right now, you can go directly to your fan base. You imagine if you got 10,000, if you got 1,000 super fans, you don't need but 1,000 super fans to spend $100, man, a year with you.
That's right.
That bro. Already,
that's 100,000.
That's $100,000 a year, bro.
Okay, so that was
off 1,000 super fans. You only need 1,000 people to believe in what you're doing and support you at $8.50 per month. That's $100 a year. Whether you're doing your merchandise and they commit, because people love what you're doing, they'll give you $8.50. Nobody's gonna be broke giving somebody $8.50 per month that they want to support. If you know what I mean? And so you can make $100,000 a year as an artist, and you don't need a major label, bro, to move and do what you got to do. It's a different day. So I just wanted to encourage you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Keep doing it, brother. I loved it.
All right, so I got another one from Royal Sapp. This is his redeemer, if you will. Royal Sapp was the one that sent Lap.
He sent what?
He sent the Lap joint.
Oh, Lap is here, Royal Sapp.
Yep. So
you say I'm Lap of Royal Sapp. Well, that rhyme. Okay.
I gotta wait. Hey, babe, it ain't showing up in my email.
Rico, you gave me a short enough laugh tonight, though, boy. I thought when you turned around, I thought you was rolling to go get your drawers. I said, no, we don't.
I was going to do that, man.
Nah,
that's too far.
I'm just messing around. I'm messing around with you.
All right, so Save Me is the one that he sent. Man, okay. All right.
Let's hear what he got.
Here we go.
Isaiah 54:17. I feel like going. Isaiah 54:17. I feel like going on. Isaiah 54:17. I feel like going. Isaiah 54:17. I feel like going on. I told the mountain that my name was Judah. The mountain told him Judah made it through it. I told the mountain that my name was Judah. The mountain told him Judah. Through the mud, through the mire, through the flood, through the fire.
a swisher. Me no want no smoke, I'm 10 years sober. Skip school just to learn how to chop boulders. R.I.P. the tank, gas, kill soldier. Used to have one foot on the gas, one hand on my toaster. Keep it 100, should be 86. If that gun didn't jam, I'll probably be in prison. If you made it out, go and tell whoever listens. Every time I hear a story, feel like I can go the distance. Through the mud, through the mire, through the flood, through the fire. I made it out, I made it out, I made it out, I made it out, and I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through. Look at where I've been. I don't look like what I've been through. And ain't nobody mad but the devil. He gon' hold this L with my haters. Yeah. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. He gon' hold this L with my haters. Yeah.
Life came vicious. I and my siblings set up to end before the beginning. 2 a.m. Dope fiend missions. In class later on, pretending to listen. Mama's getting beat on, nightmares system. Swallow childhood, pretending to have thick skin. Split us into fosters, kindle my vengeance. How I get this far with no chemical addictions? Grandma faith, grandma prayed. Grandpa took life, locked up state. No male role models, we watch them break. Separated suicide, plotting escapes. Life was like a death heap, yet beside quicken. Cypress and 8th Street, 40 miles stricken. I ain't break a bone, not a bone inside chipping. Now I'm on the throne, no longer in my afflicted.
Isaiah 54:17. I feel like going. Isaiah 54:17. I feel like going on. Isaiah 54:17. I feel like going. Isaiah 54:17. I feel like going on. I told the mountain that my name was Judah. The mountain told him Judah made it through it. I told the mountain that my name was Judah. The mountain told him Judah made it through it. I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through. Look at where I've been. I don't look like what I've been through.
All right, fellas. This one was mixed better, and Lap wasn't his song, by the way. I think it was somebody else, but
it sounds great. The mix sounded great. I was getting texts that, oh, I got it in my surround sound and it sounds great. So I got other ears listening. The mix was dope. The concept of the song was dope. And I the one thing I would say that I would have needed was just a touch more energy, but it was dope. It was dope. And I'd give him, just because the mix was dope as well, and he had a concept, and it was structured, I'd give him a 8.5, man. And that's only because the energy was missing.
okay.
You know, and I agree with everything that you said, Aaron. Song dope. But the only thing, man, that I would have added, man, to that song, again, you gotta think when you're talking about replayability. You know, the thing about rap music a lot of times, man, is repetitive. So you have to kind of break up some of the monotony. And music, you can do a lot of things with music, man. It's just you can't be afraid to explore, you know, with your music. You know what I mean? You can't be afraid to do some different switch ups, man, with your music. And, you know, just even more just ad libs, man, with your music, sound effects. That's what sound effects are for. Sound effects, and I mentioned on the last song, on a couple songs back, but sound effects can help you feel holes, man, in the song. You know, now I would play that song, I would hit replay, but would I play it 10 times in a row? No, right? Because it is missing. It's just missing.
I agree.
But who gonna play a song 10 times in a row though?
like
oh, I would.
That Look, I have a lot of songs I just throw repeat on.
Oh,
right. I just ride around on repeat. I listen to a song all day, bro. If it's dope, all day. I just ride around all day on repeat.
Yeah.
If it's really dope.
I got you.
You know, but the thing is it's not a bad song. It's a great song. You just got to add more energy. So now you can do that.
No. It's not a great song. It's a very, very good song.
It's a very good song.
How y'all don't want to give it a great song, man?
Because a great song is something that I would play all day, like Rico said.
Right.
I got to be unbiased in this one because this one is in regular rotation on the station already.
But it's dope.
It's dope. It's dope. We're not saying that it's not. It's dope. I'm just saying that because you got to think. I mean, you know what a song could be better if he didn't change anything. It's still dope, but it needs a little bit more energy. You can do that, you know, through effects, man, or, you know, you know, doing a couple switch ups, man. But I mean, either way, man, it's still a very good song, man. We love the song, man.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Yeah, it's not an all day. I would play all day every day, but it definitely was dope.
All right.
We ain't got no. We ain't killing you, bro. We ain't trying to take you to death.
What number you give him?
What number? Yeah. I give it an 8.5.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
I give him an 8.5.
I was trying to.
What you give him, Rashad?
I mean, I like the song anyway.
Well, you know what? I said 8, man. I said 8. I do an 8, man. 8. All right. A solid 8.
Okay.
All right.
We gotta remember to put numbers on the song so that people can add up.
Yeah. So they kind of know. Yeah.
Yeah, and they can add up to what they compared to the other person. You know.
All right.
So he got 16.5 right now.
Which one did he say, babe? Huh? Which one did Yeah. I'm at a. Can you hear me? I'm at an 8 on that one too.
All right. So 24.5. And storyteller, my FB is Aaron Person, AARON PERSON, Aaron Person.
All right, so I got another one from Save. Listen, Save gonna take over the whole thing, man.
I know, man. Boy, that jump better be fire though, bro. I'm gonna come for your feeling with that dub tape.
Don't kill yourself this time. All right, this one is called "Can You Hear Me?" But before I hit the play button, everybody that's on YouTube, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button.
And hit the likes, man. Hit them likes,
Hit the likes and turn on post notifications.
And share.
Yeah, man.
Please.
And share. Hit your likes, bro.
All of the
likes
above.
so we can get up in the algorithm, man. Hit them likes, bro. Hit the likes, bro.
It's starting to pick up some, so all right.
Let's go.
We got a small mission, very small mission. We need to get to 100 subscribers and we're at 62. As far as our YouTube channel. So shares would be wonderful, would be great. I would appreciate it. We all would. All right, here we go. Up next. Save, can you hear me?
Raspo Beats.
Lord, tell me, can you hear me? Lord, tell me, can you hear me? Lord, tell me, can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? It took 28 years of my life before I fell upon my knees just to ask, was I living right? What do you want from me? Want me to give my life to Christ? Do you know what I was doing last night? I know you do. That's why I keep running instead of come to you. I hear you call me, it's cut off by what I wanna do. I put the money in the X, in the weed, in the liquor, in the women, the music, all that in front of you.
Now I'm ready to leave it all behind. I'm feeling empty cause none of it really satisfied. I'm hearing whispers saying take your life. Now I'm on my knees crying out to you, hope you hear me tonight. I need you in my life. Lord, tell me, can you hear me? Please come and take this pain away. Lord, tell me, can you hear me? I need you by my side. Tell me, can you hear me? I need you now. Can you hear me? I need you now. Trying to find my own ways, what got me lost? Now I'm all alone, fighting these suicidal thoughts. Lord, lift me up, help me walk, cause I'm so tired and I know it's my own fault, cause I've been running from you. Trying to avoid the truth of your word. Glad you don't give me what all I deserve. I'm the prodigal son, you the father who runs. Left the 99 to chase the one. Cause I was running to my own death. Too busy doing my own thing to see the cliff. He took the curse to help me see the gift. If you need him, cry out, he'll come and help you live. Lord, tell me, can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Man,
Hey.
Go ahead, bro.
No, it's not long enough. I was waiting on like one more time with the hook.
You talking about no what? Man,
Another verse.
Bro, it's that I get that song at 10. Really, man, that song took me away from here. And not only it took me, I lost my mama. I lost my dad June the 19th, my mama July 27th this past June.
Condolence.
And it just took me away, and it touched my heart, bro. Like, and I was trying to, because I said Tupac before, but Save, man, sounds a lot like Ja Rule, but it sounds like Save to Save, but it kind of puts in that Ja Rule feeling, you know. And but I love that song, you know. The only thing that I would actually, because I'm a piano person, and so when I listen to chords and progressions, I just felt like the progressions to that song could have been a little better, right? They were really, really simple, but you know, still a great song. And it's just like I listen to music a little different because I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you could have garnered more emotion from the listener with just better chord progressions. You know, not necessarily having to even do a bridge or anything like that, but just having piano movement. You know what I mean? And the progressions with the piano. So outside of that, I get a song, you know, man, a 10. You know what I mean? But I felt like even though I'm talking about the piano progressions, it still works as a 10. And it's just me because I'm a piano guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so could that song be a 12? Yes. It could be a 12. It'd be heartfelt. I don't want to give it an 8 because I feel like if I do that, I'm killing the song. The song is powerful as is, but I felt like the emotion that it brought out of me, the emotion that it brought out of me, I think it could have been greater with better chord progressions. Just and that's all. And that's all I gotta say about it.
Maybe just even so as adding in like a lead to the piano, not just leaving it bare or plain. But again, this is another one of those the difference between, and I hope Zoe's still listening, or I know LFE Wilson's listening, so she'll probably pass the word. But even this is again goes back to that difference between a simulated instrument and a real one, right? Had there been an acoustic piano, like, you know what I'm saying, or electric piano, then you can create the feel with the movements and all of that kind of stuff and kind of change the vibe of it as you progress through the song, because you're not going to just copy and paste. this is when you're gonna sit down with it. You're gonna actually sit down and play it all the way through because you want everything to be inherently different. As a musician, when you are creating, because what makes it difficult for me to create music in the first place, to sit down and produce a rap track, if you will, is because I am a musician. I play keys, I play bass, I play drums. So when it gets to being repetitive and copy and paste, it doesn't feel the same as if I hit record and then I bar out everything. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'm playing it. And this makes the song feel like me. It makes it feel like it's more heartfelt if I'm playing it all the way through. Simulated sounds match simulated instruments. Acoustic instruments match acoustic instruments. So in this one, I would have loved to have heard them play an actual keyboard or piano and play it all the way through, because then you'll get that feeling later on in the song as it progresses. You know, you always want to give yourself something to build on and to add on to. And if you don't give yourself room to grow or something to build onto, then, you know, it's straightforward. Now, I love the message behind the song. It's a great feeling. 9.5.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. I agree with everything both of you guys said. But I want to go back to what Rashad was saying, what Jet was saying about having a real bass versus a virtual bass guitar. And I'm gonna give some of you guys some grace, because I know that everybody either can't play a bass or doesn't have a bass player that they can call and have them come to their studio. So I'm not gonna be so hard on that. I love the song. The song was great. I'm gonna give it a 9.4, only because although it was different, I didn't like the little radio sound in and out at the end. So that kind of killed it for me, but it didn't kill the song, but that kind of, because I was like, are my headphones? I started reaching for my headphones, you know, and I thought something was unplugging on my headphones, you know. It was different though. I mean, and I would have gave it an 8.7 had it not been for that. So it kind of added me giving you points, but then I didn't like it at the same time. So, but it was dope, man. I like the song. 9.4, 9.5. I give it 9.5. Might as well round it off.
All right. I believe we have reached the end of our list for the night, because if we keep taking submissions, we ain't gonna never get off of here. Guys, I definitely, again, I appreciate y'all. We definitely doing this again. As long as y'all schedules clear, same time next week.
Yep,
my man,
keep it clear.
You got me.
Yep, we're gonna keep it clear.
Man, I gotta laugh with Rico some more. About
my holy socks and holy underwear.
Yeah, I was going to say we got some more holy drawers and socks to talk about.
Right.
So when you get a new compressor, I'm gonna say, man, I need to send you a pack of underwear.
Man, look, Rico, all the way holy. You hear me? He all the way holy. Shoot, no room for error. Look, great show, guys. I appreciate you all taking time to send your music in, hanging out with us for this for the length of this show. Almost 3 hours in, and it didn't even feel like it. The time just kind of flew by.
Yeah, man.
I looked down at the clock and I was like, and then I looked at the timer on the screen. I was like, man, what?
Hold on. Let me say one thing. Somebody keeps texting me that Storyteller wants to know my FB. So can you give him my FB? I don't know if he heard me the last time I said.
Yes. All right. So you can definitely find Storyteller on Facebook. I'm sorry, not Storyteller. You can find Aaron, aka A-Dubs, on Facebook. Just search for Aaron Person, Aaron Person, like a human being. Matthew Salt, what's going on? You late, sir? But if you turn on the notifications and subscribe to the page, you'll see it next time we go live. All right. You can also find Rico Gibson, aka the Southern Emperor, on Facebook. Just look for Rico Gibson. Where else, Rico?
You can find me on I'm on Instagram as the Real Emperor 1. The Real Emperor. I'm on Facebook as Rico Gibson. Yeah, so you can find me there, man. Just jump in and say hey.
Cool. Aaron, where else? I know we got Facebook.
I'm on Instagram, same thing, Aaron Person, AARON PERSON. And I'm on Twitter under as Easy Does It, which was one of my good friends who passed away from cancer. He went by Easy Does It. So rest in peace to Big Miz. And it's EZ and then DUZIT. Easy Does It on Twitter.
Sweet.
And I'm on Twitter too as the Real Emperor on Twitter.
I don't really use Twitter that much, so I ain't gonna even throw mine out there. But y'all know where to find us at, man. Just go to facebook.com/MBH Gospel Radio or search for Must Be Heard Radio.
And if you want to check the new album, go to Lighter Fluid. That's LIGHTA Fluid, and it's ENT, Lighter Fluid Entertainment, and that's on YouTube. And the name of the album, the new album, is Power in the Tongue, Best of Both Worlds. It is dope from start to finish, all the way through, man. Thank you. So definitely go and check that out. I'm not releasing music yet. I'm still holding on to some stuff. So I started a new one. I'm 2 songs in. Well, I'm a song and a half in. So when I get 2 songs done, I'm gonna hit you and Rico off with them to get your opinions on. I got you. Maybe one of these shows I'll throw out a little preview or something, but not right now because I ain't ready yet. I'm really just now getting back into music myself, man. So and I'm more focused on the radio than anything else because my whole goal is, along with my wife, our whole goal is to help support you guys. And if that means I got to take a backseat from music just to do that, then I would do that because, I don't mind taking the B-roll. So, just to help somebody else get their
man, you're a blessing. You're a blessing, man. You're always in the A-roll spot because you're the one who's giving these artists and new artists, man, a platform to stand on. So, man, we love you and we thank you for that, brother.
And we're gonna support, man. We're gonna help grow the platform, man. This is where
that's right.
Because I like platforms where they give you constructive criticism, not just tear you down or just beat you up. Now you will hear. We probably just had that show yet. You'll probably hear us say, I may say, hey man, you need to go back to maybe find another career. Music's not your thing.
Yeah.
Because I do believe in people being where they're supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I even tried to play. I love basketball when I was coming. I played football, but I played basketball. But I'm 5'8", man.
Yeah.
And I remember, I could dribble my behind off, I could shoot. And I remember trying out for the basketball team. And the basketball coach, man, grabbed me by the hand, took me to wrestling. Like, look, we got to play some tall people. And you just can't help us. You can dribble, but I got a lot of guys that can dribble. You can shoot. I need somebody that can block, and I was hurt, and I ended up wrestling that year. I didn't like wrestling either. And too fan about another dude, man, I just ain't cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But I did wrestle for a little while. And but at the end of the day, I realized, man, God didn't call me to play basketball. Same thing with my son. He spent a lot of time wanting to play basketball, but man, some skill sets, man, God just don't give you. Even if you practice, you're still only average. That's how you know, man, that you're not supposed to do that. Because when you're practicing and you apply yourself, you put time in. I could see where I'm going when I first started doing music from where I am at 51. And honestly, I rate myself a 4 on a 10-point scale. And people say, man, why you rate yourself a 4? Because one, it don't make me get the big head, right? I can watch a tutorial. I can watch a 12-year-old do me a tutorial on a Reason Combinator.
Yeah.
But and
man, you work with Reason?
Man, yeah, they're gonna.
Man, I'm a Reason man.
So I use Reason, man. I use I use Machine, obviously, of course, you know, and but you know, I can watch a tutorial from a 12-year-old because one, I'm always learning. Because there's always another knob you can twist. There's always, you know, there's always another way. Like right now, like every 4 years, I always go back and I do tutorials on mastering, or I do tutorials on mixing, so that I can learn other techniques. That because you know, I want to evolve. When you listen to music, music evolves. You know, one of the two people that I know that I love, you know, although they're not Christians, you know, I love Rick Ross's music and Birdman because the engineering is always stellar. They use Hit Factory in Miami. And when I try to model I want my music, man, to be excellent. You know what I mean? So when I hear the shift in their music, you know, I kind of figure out, okay, they're doing their subs like this, or they're mixing, you know, this is what they're doing, man, with, you know, with their vocals, man. And so I said all that to say, you got to always evolve. I'm gonna stay at a 4. I'm never gonna go past a 4 because I'm gonna always learn. If you're always willing to learn as an artist, you can always grow.
Absolutely.
That's a big nugget, man. I'm giving
Absolutely. And then they had a Hit Factory in Manhattan too before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they moved to Miami, but they were in Manhattan too.
Right. Yeah, and that's a big thing, man. You gotta. I recall doing one show with Alicio, and I don't know if this particular night we was just getting punked or what, but and I remember saying that I was like, man, are we getting punked or something? Because it was like back to back, and 2 different artists. Both of them was mumble rappers, and I was like, first of all, I don't think mumble rap has any place in Christian hip hop anyway.
Anywhere.
Have a place anywhere. Period.
Anywhere.
But man, when we heard it, man, we was trying our best to keep from laughing because it was like, are you serious? You gotta be kidding. Like, you're not serious about doing music right now. So, you know, and this would be me this is how I am when people come to record. It's how I am if I do engineering for somebody. You gonna send me garbage, I'm not doing nothing because my name is on this. You know what I'm saying? And as an engineer, you should always respect your name to the point, even as an artist. As an artist, you don't jump on everybody's song because everybody ain't where you are. You know what I mean? Like you gonna hop on a track with somebody who don't even know how to rhyme or don't know how to rap.
Man, I was my god brother Roderick Dillard is in here. Big shout out to Roderick. He used to say this to me. We had a homie that we grew up with. He always said, man, why you don't do a song with such and such? I'm not gonna say the guy's name. And I used to say, and I'm always saying, nah, but I couldn't. And he'd say, nah, man, but you know, why you da-da-da. And I would always think that he thought that I was trying to be better than the dude, but I didn't know how to say to him, man, I don't want to be on that, but I don't want that dude on my, and then one day I just finally said, yo, man, I take my craft seriously, man. It's like where you work at, you know, he does alarm systems and all of that and surveillance and all of that. So I said, man, it's like where you work at. You don't want me coming there hooking up that stuff.
You're right.
Because I don't know how to hook it up. I'm gonna have it backwards. I'm gonna have this, and you take it serious, right? So he said he finally got it. You know, he haven't asked me to do a song with homie since, but I was happy because I'm like, I was tired of him asking me to do a song with dude. Because I'm like, man, listen, man, I respect him. He's my homeboy, but I don't want to do a song with him. I don't want to do a song with everybody that I know because, like I said before, everything ain't for everybody. And sometimes I even feel like when dudes is rapping and they're not really, you know, I don't want to say on the level that I'm on, but when I feel like they're not taking it serious, I feel like you making a mockery of something that I love, and I can't get with that.
I would agree with that.
It's almost cartoonish, like, you know, you get on the track and start going and you start doing all this other. It doesn't. To me, it's a mockery of what I love, man.
Going into the studio, just keeping up racket.
And it just hurts my heart, you know, because I don't want to feel like I'm sounding like I'm trying to be better than you. But, You know, I'm a little more than a novice.
Right.
You know,
season with.
Yeah, I'm a little more than a novice.
Season with more than just salt and pepper.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna tell you, man. And then we can wrap it up. But man, I saw this video earlier. I always watch cooking stuff, right? Pulling ideas from people and stuff. And this man was cooking this fish. And I'm like, okay. He said it's gonna be the best fish sandwich you ever had in the world. I'm thinking, all right, cool. So I'm watching the video, and he said, he seasoned the fish with salt and white pepper. I'm like, okay, all right, and then he said, he made his egg wash, and then he said, next I'm gonna dip it in the egg wash, and then dip it in the seasoned batter. And I had to pause the video to see what the seasoning was in the batter, and guess what it was? Salt and white pepper. And I was like, okay. I was like, wait, did I miss the rest of the seasoning? Because salt and pepper is not seasoning, right? But now, how does that apply to what we're talking about? As an artist, a lot of artists will go in, they'll write songs, and it's just straight back and forth. It's one end of the song used to the next end of it, but there's nothing going on in the middle of it. And when we keep talking about something, it has to be music that moves people. If you just make music with salt and pepper, you ain't going nowhere. You're not really appeasing anything. You'll appease the crowd of people who don't really care that much about if you got bars or if your stuff is relevant or not and all that kind of stuff. But for the folks like us, I'm looking for that seasoning, man. I'm looking for this Old Bay.
I agree.
For the onion powder, the everything. I need the whole.
Man, I wanted my nephew to be on the album that you guys are saying is so good, and you know, my own nephew, he gave me 6 bars of and didn't have no energy, and I hit him. I said, "Yo, that's nothing I can do with this, man." That's my own nephew, and I love him to death. And he's the most talented guy in the world. I mean, he plays 6-string bass, and he was playing this at 3 years old. 4, 5 years, 6-string bass, guitar, keys, you know. So he's very talented, multi-time. But when he came, you know, he still got to get his skill up with the rap, and I guess he's trying to do that. So I said, all right, Neff, I'm gonna give him a shot. And he sent me that, and I said, nah, I can't use it. So it's no disrespect to anybody. I do it to my own mother. Nah, mom, rest in peace. She's dead now. But if she gave me a half a verse, she couldn't be on my song, man. I don't play with my music at all.
You're right. Well, fellas, we ready to shut it down, man. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's night, man.
All right, man.
Good time at church tomorrow. If y'all going, or if you're doing in person or online.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your time, guys. As always, again, appreciate everybody for sending music in tonight, donations, all of the above. But if you want to stay up to date with everything that we're doing with Must Be Heard Radio, click the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, share, of course, with everybody. As many people as you come across, we would love nothing more than to help build up artists, because that's what this platform is for.
Absolutely.
Sooner or later, y'all will hear from my lovely wife, my ace boom coon, my A1 day one, my rib, my sweet thing, my everything. You know what I mean? So, so one day soon, y'all will hear from her. But we, you know, until then, thank you all again, and until next time, as we always say, love God, hate sin, and live. We out.
Amen.
Better what he bring. I don't need no diamond rings. I don't need no silver chains. I don't need no iced out watch, cause I'm so Christ with Christ the King. My creator, my savior, my foundation, my healer, my protector.